Welcome to the Marmina Cast. Sometimes we talk about fitness, but usually we just talk smack. I'm your host, Mr. Marmina, and let's get on with the show. What's going on, guys? Welcome to Marmina Cast, episode... I forgot what episode.
13.
Is it?
Probably.
No, it can't be.
Jay was 10, and you got two other people that you
I've got like a
about.
month advance going. So you're
So I
going
might
to
be
be...
like 14 or 15.
Maybe you're 14 or 15. You know what?
It doesn't really matter.
It's a surprise.
It's a surprise.
Surprise for the
Entry
people.
number 30. Roman Reigns. Everyone boos. Everyone's going to switch it off.
No.
Like, this guy sucks.
No, they like you, man. Trust me. Look at all that denim. Can you please describe... This is my good friend. I've got to actually introduce who you are. This is my good friend, Aaron. Today we're going to talk about a bit why he's into fitness. We're going to talk about our very brief but quite successful, let's be real.
Very brief. Very brief.
Very brief but, very good. Pro wrestling career. If you could call
We
it
got held
that.
back by the business.
What's that?
We got held back.
We're the B+ players.
B+, that's generous. I was probably like a D- at best.
Oh, so what are you still doing here? Get out. And yeah, that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to waffle a lot and get around it. Can you please start by introducing yourself to all the lads who listen to this, so like 5?
Well, I'd imagine all the 5 lads that listen to this should know who I am by now. If not, they're probably not worth my time. But I'll give them a brief introduction anyway. My name is Aaron, a good friend of Michael. You can follow me on social media, handle at Aaronaldo3. That's AARONALDO3 on Instagram and also Snapchat. So if you want to give me a follow.
Do you have a Twitter?
I do, actually.
Do you? No, you do.
Yeah, I do.
You do.
But I don't do much on it. Like, there's no one else is on it. I just do it to...
Do you share like Chris Yoko's posts?
I just retweet Randy Orton's posts and that's about it. Hopefully one day he notices me, but he probably never will.
Who's Randy Orton, man?
Who's Randy Orton?
I'm joking.
Oh, no, he's just some bloke.
This will be a very pro wrestling heavy episode.
He's just some bloke that does stuff for a living, like pretends to fight people. Has some tattoos. He's kind of cool, I suppose.
Tats are cool. He's like the first person that made me want tats.
Yeah, same.
I was like, you know what?
I want to have tattoos.
Do you have a tat now?
Yeah, I do. But
What is it?
It's a Richmond Premiership tattoo
Oh.
on the calf, so you won't be able to see it at the moment. It still hurts a little bit, but it's not too bad. Took like 2 hours to do, but yeah, look, I can't say I'll probably get full sleeve tattoos. For one,
No.
probably too expensive for me, and
I have
it hurts.
I can't sit down for that long. Don't ask me how I do podcasts because I sit down for ages.
Yeah, but like I fidget a lot.
Yeah, look at me now. I'm like,
I don't know what to do with my hands. I'm like, should I just
that's
sit
why I
here
have
like
my
this?
coffee because I'm always going to it. I'm always
That's like
lifting
me
it.
at work. I do that at work all the time.
See?
I drink so much water because I don't know what to do with my hands.
And
Even though
then
no one's watching me at all.
Always having a piss.
Yeah, I do that all the time to go for a walk.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Can you explain why you're wearing glasses inside? Do you know how awkward it is to look at you? And like, I don't even know where I'm looking.
What do you mean you don't know where you look?
Like, I
I'd
just
like to wear. It's very bright in here. It hurts
It's
my
bright in
eyes.
here.
I work.
like
I work.
pitch black
I
outside.
work in an office environment. There's a lot of fluorescent lights about. That's affecting my eyesight. So I have to wear glasses inside. These are prescription $500 glasses.
Oh yeah.
No,
They
they're
look like
not.
those. Look like the Bali Ray-Bans.
They're
Are
$100.
they?
They cost $100.
You got a good outfit going on too.
Do I?
Do you want to describe
Denim.
denim?
I was inspired by Mario Brothers. I was listening to their song this morning. I'm like, you know what? I might just wear some denim jeans, denim jacket. If I had a denim beanie, I probably would have wore that too. But
denim gloves. What you wearing?
Denim gloves.
Denim socks.
wow.
Why
Denim
not?
shoes. Just denim everything. Denim underwear. Imagine how comfortable that would be. Walking around in that.
I'm all for it.
Oh,
You know what I want? You know what's even better than that? A denim nappy.
Denim nappies.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wouldn't be too bad, I suppose. I'm not sure how the baby would feel, but...
No, for me, man, like adult denim nappy.
Oh, denim... Why? Why would you need a nappy for? If you...
You're about to find out.
What do you mean? I'm about to find out.
I'm about to take a dump. No, man.
Are you that nervous having me on the podcast?
Oh, actually, I'm a bit scared. Are you nervous?
You never know what I'm going to say next.
I don't know.
Unpredictable.
I'm a bit
I'm an
like...
unpredictable individual.
What I am concerned about is if the mics are on. Look at it. Does, like the little switch, is it up?
Yeah, it's on the Wi-Fi symbol.
Yeah,
Whatever it's called.
that's a Wi-Fi symbol. Why
What?
is it a Wi-Fi symbol? Do these mics pick up Wi-Fi?
Oh, well, that'd be pretty good if they did. Imagine that. They picked up Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi and you just
Free
operate
Wi-Fi at the gym.
from the mics.
From the mics.
But not from the shitty NBN that we've got currently.
NBN's great.
Calling out Malcolm Turnbull. Getting into it.
Malcolm Turnbull.
My boy. Nah, he's
Should get him on the podcast.
Oh,
That'd be an
Malcolm
interesting one.
Turnbull, would you like to be on the Marmina Cast? I'm calling you out right now. Get on. We'll talk about the NBN.
Talk about the NBN for an hour.
The National Broadband Network.
And what else can you talk about? There's not much else
That's about
happening.
it.
What
But I
else
spend-
even happens in Australia?
Huh?
What else is even happening?
I don't care. 'Cause I live in Victoria, and at the moment we're having like a
Victoria's in
monsoon.
Australia.
Huh?
Isn't Victoria in Australia?
Australia is in Victoria, man.
True.
Yeah.
You
We
obviously
run- we
did
run
Year
the
10
show.
geography.
Huh?
Year 10 geography. Represent.
What's geography? No, I'm joking.
Do you know how to spell geography?
Oh,
Jay,
actually-
Jay probably does.
It's geography.
Jay won't listen to this because he only listens to his
He only listens to
podcast.
one
Podcast
podcast
of
in
his
his
own.
whole life, and it was his own.
His own.
What do you think about that?
Oh, it's pretty self-absorbed, to be honest.
I was going to say self-absorbed.
Yeah. Do
Self-absorbed.
you reckon he'll listen to this one?
No,
No, I don't think so.
he
either.
might.
No, he won't.
He's jealous because you got to use the mics.
Yeah, he will be.
Yeah.
He'll be pissed off.
Mic on the mic. Why didn't I call it that? That's pretty good.
That's good. You should say it's Mike on the mic right now.
Mike, it's
With my
Mike on the
special
mic.
guest, Arenaldo 3.
But from now on, I might actually
On the
call
mics
it
with Mike. That's
on the
good.
mics with Mike.
That
That's
sounds
good
good.
as. I feel like someone would have done.
Mumina cast on the mics with Mike.
That
sounds good.
You
You
know
should
what?
pay me royalties for that because I just came up with it.
Royalties. Oh, yeah, because I get paid to do this.
You do.
I do, yeah, from the boss here.
Don't I get paid to do this? Otherwise, why am I here?
What are you talking about, man? Who's getting paid?
Me? Why else would I come here?
How much are you
Mate,
getting paid?
time is money.
Time is money. How much do you expect to get paid?
Probably like $5,000 appearance fee.
Oh,
I'm a pretty big deal. I've got like 200 followers on Instagram, so that's a lot.
200?
I don't know, probably something like that.
That's all right, man.
Probably
We're,
not
we're
even.
gonna get to Jen Celta stats one day.
One day. Maybe I should start posting more pics of my booty.
What I need you to do is, I reckon every time you come into the gym, we will start talking about fitness eventually. What a waffle that was. That was good.
That's like 5 minutes of...
Of literally nothing.
I actually don't know what we've talked about.
That
for
was
5
great.
minutes.
What I want, I'm just gonna start. Just hip
So we're going to start now, so we haven't started yet.
What's up?
We're going to start now.
Nah, we started already, but
so
we've
we
already
started now.
ruined it. That's it.
Everyone's already switched off. Everyone's got to make their cup of tea.
I want hip thrusts like every day, RDLs every day, and you're gonna have the most like voluptuous.
Yeah, I'll probably never
round.
I'll probably never come in ever
Those
again.
hamstrings of yours will tear off
It's
the
the
bone.
bone.
You'll go to
Yeah.
sit down at work and just shorten.
You get the shaved hamstrings at the deli. That'll be my hamstrings. Shaved off the bone. Don't have them anymore. I'll probably get the worst hamstrings in the business. In the business.
In the business of being a personal trainee. Part of group training.
In the business of being a client.
Do you want to talk about how you got into fitness and stuff?
Oh, I suppose it'd probably be pretty relevant since it's a fitness somewhat related podcast. Although
Nah.
this is probably not going to talk about fitness too much, but sure, we can get into that if you want. So where
do
do
it.
you want me to start?
From even like at the days where you're at a commercial gym and
The annals of time. The
yeah,
beginning,
yeah.
Straight out the womb.
Right into it, like why? I want you to like popped out.
Oh, well, obviously started being younger. I wasn't into fitness as in gym, but
Like
played
footy.
football and basketball,
Yeah.
and I was relatively fit, very much more so cardiovascular fit than I am now, getting like decent scores on the beep test. I'd love to do the
Well,
beep.
actually, you were up there, man.
I think the highest, I wasn't like up there, but it was still pretty solid. I think 13,
Yeah.
something, 13.
I was up there doing
13,
boxing.
6 or something.
That's good.
But yeah, I reckon if I did it now, I would probably get like 5.
I reckon if I did it now, I'd probably do like the walk bit, the jog bit. I reckon if I got 6, I'd be laughing.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
do like the little jog bit, and then like I'd start like, oh yeah, I don't know, and maybe get to 6 and be like, yeah, that's me done, boys. That's how much I've fallen. But at the same time, though, back then I was like the same height I am now, but like 30 kilos less. I was
Yeah.
just like a beanpole of nothing,
What?
just an absolute beanpole of nothing. I was like skinny as, but I was tall, so I was good at basketball and footy because I was tall,
Yeah.
lanky, but I was fit and I could run fast.
Get around it.
And then everyone else grew up, and then they got better than me, so.
No.
So
Got
just-
better than you.
I hang up the boots while I was still somewhat good, so that's what I get.
But that's what you
remembered
want.
by.
Like you want to retire.
Don't
like
want to be like
undefeated.
Undertaker and just hold on too long and have those abysmal matches
Those abysmal Roman Reigns WrestleMania matches.
and Shane McMahon matches with his excellent punches.
That was
The best punches
they're
in the business.
So bad. I actually can't stand them. Like they just got to stop doing that. Like it looks awful, man. It looks so unbelievable. Like yeah, it's not real.
He should just
Like-
stop wrestling.
Who?
Shane McMahon.
Yeah, like that Survivor Series match could have been like all youngins, and then it finished with bloody
Him against 3.
and Kurt Angle getting pedigreed by. Was it
Yeah.
him against 3 at the end? I didn't watch
Yeah.
it.
Anyway, I'm not
That's-
sure what Shane McMahon has to do with my fitness journey, but I digress. We'll continue on. We're getting off topic.
I knew it. All right. Where were
So
we?
back to playing footy, basketball. So I did that. Like obviously through 12 to 18, 19 for footy. Still play basketball now, but just domestic basketball. So fitness-wise, I think the first time I ever went to a gym was it Bruno's gym?
Oh my god, did you go? Oh yeah.
Yeah, I went there
Bruno's
once.
gym had so many shout outs on this bloody
Yeah,
podcast.
I went there.
Speaking of royalties, Bruno, if you're watching
And you'll never guess the person I went there with. Guess who I went there with?
Gummer.
No, Corey.
No, you didn't.
Corey, and we're,
Oh, you did too.
and we're like, I think it was 16, and we're like, yeah, let's go to the gym, and we went there for the day.
Because that was the only gym around. Like, and that, like,
Yeah.
literally, like, the only one around.
Yeah,
Like,
so we went
was
there
nothing.
for the one day. I don't know. I think it was like $15 for the day or $20 or whatever it
Probably
was.
was.
I can't remember.
$20. How ridiculous.
for that-
$20, and all you do is walk in there.
Yeah, for the one session.
You
And
don't
I had no idea what I was
But
doing.
it's not personal training or anything.
Yeah.
Like, it's like
I just walked in there, did some bicep curls, thought, yeah, I'm pretty big, and that's about it.
That sounds like
I
a
did
really
some
good
other
program.
stuff, but yeah, I don't know what I was doing. It was just the first time in there.
Yeah.
But I actually liked being in there, but I can't remember after that how long it was. It might have been like a year until I started
Yeah, because like
again.
there's no real like direction. Like you don't
Yeah.
know what to do.
Yeah.
And I had someone tell me this. I trained someone this morning, and they were like, I go to the gym and I do a couple of things, and like I don't really do anything like you've shown me. Like this has been crazy. Like I can't believe
Yeah.
it. How do you know all this stuff? And I was like, well, like it's my job.
Yeah.
Like, it's
How
a
do
bit
you know all this stuff? I just
Yeah.
read it on Google,
Yeah, no. 200 minutes of internet browsing, and I'm a professional.
and you're done.
But that's all you need.
That's all you need
Ask-
to do.
ask-
That's all you need to do. Anything in life, really.
You
these
don't need
days.
science. You don't need degrees. You don't need
Just go
education.
online, do like a 10-week course. You're done.
Yeah, absolutely. That's all. That's what it's about. That's what we're in now,
That's,
which is
I know
the state of things
life
is-
in general.
It's not even just personal training, it's everything.
Yeah,
It's
everything.
so messed up.
You just go online, do stuff, and then here you go. Here's your.
And now you're a professional. Like I can't stand. Well, not that I can't stand. Like I get it. Like I understand. Like there's a lot of information out there, and it's like very easy to get confused. But when someone has like, I don't mind questions. But when someone has like a preconceived belief or idea and comes up and they're like, oh, I read it on Google.
Yep.
And they said
Or
I
they
can't
read
eat. I can't eat carbs past.
Oh, they
6
read
o'clock.
it. They read it in like some magazine, and like, oh, it must be true because this
'Cause it's in a
bloke, this
magazine.
bloke said it, and he's massive.
Yeah,
he's right.
Like, and look, like you can't. Now I reckon we've gone the opposite way. Now what I've noticed is like with the really educated crowd of fitness and personal training, they look at a massive guy and they're like, what does he know? Because
Yeah.
he's like now they've like got like now they just assume that person is like a meathead.
Yeah.
And doesn't know anything. But some of the biggest dudes I know are like very, very
Very
intelligent guys.
Yeah, well,
Like that-
absolutely.
Hey,
Absolutely,
you
they
can't
would
just
be.
judge a book by its cover.
Yeah.
And that goes to show like that goes the same as the opposite. Like you can't go and
Well, you can see someone that doesn't look physically,
But can be
you're
really
not, you're
intelligent.
not like, wow, he's super impressive, but he could be one of the smartest people.
yeah, because like I mean I went to uni with very intelligent people, and they're not giant masculine folk.
Yeah.
You know? Muscular.
Muscular.
They're
No,
not
muscular.
giant,
Muscular.
masculine and muscular.
Muscular. That's a good word.
That's a good word. They're not like massive dudes, right?
Yeah.
Like they don't have to be. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like some of them just want to go into research, and some of them just don't train to be gigantic. Some of them,
Well, they train to help others. a lot
yeah,
of them.
or some of them are like cyclists or long distance runners.
Yeah.
and they're not gigantic. They're still fit, but they're not huge, and they don't have to be intelligent. That makes zero sense.
Yeah, we don't have to be big to be smart.
Oh no, you do.
You do. Correct. How big you are.
Take it all back.
Is
10 eggs in the morning.
Depending on how big you are, that's an indication of how
Because when
intelligent
your
you
muscles
are.
get bigger, your brain gets bigger too.
That's why Jay's the smartest, because he's the biggest.
100%.
Anyway,
oh my
so
god.
oh
Keep
yeah, that's
going.
right. So we're talking about Corey that one
Waffle.
day at Bruno's, and then Gummer, the long lost Gummer.
My boy. Where are you, Gummer? I'm calling you out right now. I want you on the Marmina cast to
Do
explain.
you reckon he listens to this?
Nah.
Imagine if he did. Imagine if he
Imagine
actually
if
did.
and he just cries because he's not allowed to hang out with the lads.
He just cries and he just hopes for the best. He's stuck in the basement, tied up, can't get out. Poor bloke. Anyway, yeah. So we went to Anytime Fitness with him for a bit. That was I liked going there. It was good. But again, a bit directionless, to be honest. We just went in there. And it's a lot. And the thing I found about commercial gyms and the times we were going between like 6:30,
changed now.
7:30.
Commercials changed.
But it's only because it's very packed, or
Oh,
not
that's
very
it.
packed. But there's always a lot of people there, and then especially as a beginner, you don't really know what to do, and it's just trying to find like what's free. And then if there's one thing you had in your mind that you're going to do,
You just can't.
and then you can't do it,
Yeah.
but you don't have the knowledge to think, oh, okay, I'll do this instead, because
Yeah.
it's like, well, now what do? I'll just sit
So-
here and wait.
Yeah, and that's what I. So when I made this joint, like even before that, even in like 2013, I was like, like there is a lot of things in commercial gyms that are redundant. Like you don't really need to have all these pin-loaded machines and stuff. But they still have their place. Like a lot of people are like, oh, all these machines are like they're useless and you don't need them. Like all you got to do is squat and deadlift and stuff. And it's like,
Yep.
yeah, but like in the bodybuilding population
Yeah.
that needs to get more volume in.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
They can only squat so much.
It's obviously dependent on what your
The
goals
person,
are.
yeah, the goals, etc., yada yada yada. But like in here, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 6
Right.
rigs or racks. Depends on which way. Depends on the terminology you
Yeah.
want to use. So like like in a commercial gym, you might have half that, 2 racks or
Yeah,
whatever.
I think it's like two,
But like
two or
racks,
three.
racks and dumbbells and barbells,
Yep.
plates, kettlebells, the sled.
Yep.
Like we have a cable machine now, which
Yeah,
is
tires,
tip-top.
ropes. There's,
Yeah,
there's
like,
a lot. There's a lot more stuff or more
There's
variable
less.
stuff.
Less is more in this
Yeah,
sense.
but
Like we have,
there's more variable stuff. Like
Yeah.
there's a lot of stuff in commercial gyms. There's a lot of machines.
They
but
have
a lot
more
of them do
variety.
they do the same. They kind of do similar things.
yeah. Whereas like,
And it's good if you're specific, if you're a bodybuilder and you need, as you said, to do that volume. But, I mean, I would see people at any time, not that I had a great idea of what I was doing, but they would come in there and they'd be on the machine. They'll just do a cycle of the machines and that's it.
and that's it. Yeah. I know. And that's like, that's not like their fault.
And
It's
I
not-
don't
no
think
one's
it's
real
their fault. I
fault.
think it's also because other stuff that they wanted to do, maybe like bench stuff, but it's just so busy.
It's risky and dangerous
Yeah,
as well.
and it's because there's a lot of other people there. You're kind of trying to find
Yeah.
whatever's free. So whatever's free, you'll
just
just
do.
jump on that
And
because
I shouldn't say exercises are risky and dangerous, but they are for someone who doesn't know how to do it.
Yeah.
Like anything's like
Absolutely.
if you drive, that's risky and dangerous altogether. But if you
Yeah.
know how to drive, like
doing,
that's so dangerous.
Doing anything. I
It's
remember.
risky.
I remember when I went to any time. I think this was before I trained with you, but when I went there, but without, like, I'm pretty sure me or Gummer and myself, I doubt we ever did squats. I don't recall ever doing squats, and I'm kind of thankful we didn't. On one hand, because I didn't really want to do them because I was like, I don't even know how to do them.
Yeah, like
And
they're
I
an
think
exercise. Yeah.
I think if I did try and do them, it wouldn't have been great.
Well, like I don't even start when I train clients. Like I don't start them on a back squat
Yeah,
for maybe
well,
a
I didn't
month
start.
or 6
I didn't
weeks.
do
Or
a squat. I didn't think
you didn't.
When I
You
started with
went.
I did the hinge thing. I don't.
I
the
hinged
hinges.
you. I hinged you
Yeah,
first
for like a
because-
couple of weeks, and
yeah.
then it was I think it was just goblet squats without like a weight, and then a weight until eventually we built up to a point where we were comfortable enough, and I was comfortable enough to go onto a back squat.
If memory serves me correct, I worked on a hip hinge more than I did a like lower body push or knee dominant lower body exercise.
Yeah.
Because you're already quite knee dominant.
Yeah,
As it was.
Yeah.
And like it's a bit ignorant to say like knee dominant, hip dominant, but what I mean by that is like if I was to teach you a hinge, you would automatically squat it, or you would curve your lumbar and be in spinal flexion, and you wouldn't like posteriorly displace your hips. Like remember you couldn't push your hips
yeah,
back,
that's right. Yeah,
right?
Yeah,
And you couldn't like load the hamstrings. And yeah, like your hamstrings are tight and this
Yeah.
and that, and it could have been that, and it could have been this. But really, like it's just skill acquisition. Like I just got to
Yeah.
teach you that. All we did, and I actually now that I'm more into it, like I really just think I placeboed you into thinking that a bunch of hamstring stretches was going to do wondrous things.
Yeah.
And like, maybe it did, maybe it didn't. But the point is, like, we like re-ingrained a motor skill and motor pattern until
Yeah.
you were just good at it, and we just practiced
and could do it safely
and that
and
was it.
comfortably. Yeah,
And now you can RDL. Like
Yeah.
you were one of. Actually, I remember when I first,
this will be a good story. I
yeah,
can't wait
when
to
I
hear
first
this.
trained you and I screened you, I was like, I don't know if I'm ever going to put bars on your back. You know,
Mm.
like, and that's some people. I literally don't back squat them. You know what I mean? Some people I'm like, that's too risky.
Yep.
You know, and like pretty much like 80 or 90% of the people I've got, like I'm pretty confident putting a bar on their back.
Yep.
But there are some people that just aren't built for it. Like I
Yeah.
don't back squat anymore.
Yep.
You know, I just did too many dumb things when I was a kid, like younger, and I
Yeah.
just stuffed myself up a little bit. So, like with you, I was like, probably not a good idea.
Probably,
You might,
probably never have a barbell in your
yeah,
back.
you might front squat to a box.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, and I
because
think we did that too.
we
I
did, and the
that,
reason I
actually.
did that is because I wanted to like improve your thoracic
Yeah.
mobility. So like your middle back, I wanted you to be able to like keep a bit more upright.
Yeah, upright,
So you
yeah,
wouldn't
instead of,
tip
like-
over and
yeah.
flex your spine.
Yep.
And
So that's
like-
right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, goblet squat and then front squat and then
And
back
then a
squat.
back squat. And
Yeah.
now you have one of like the best
Yeah.
back squats
One.
I
two-
think
one-
I think that I've seen in here. You know what I mean? Oh, you
Just
kicked
kick
it.
the mic.
You kicked
It's
the
all over.
mic.
It's all over.
We got to stop. It's done.
But that's built today. It's not like you just walk in, put the bar on your back, and just have a nice squat.
yeah, and like
I mean, there's a lot. I think it was all up maybe like I don't know, like 3 months, maybe 2 or 3. I can't remember exactly. 'cause
no,
it's
it would have
ages
been.
ago.
I reckon it would have been about 2.5 months.
Yeah, 2. Yeah,
It's
two
hard to know
Two,
without
yeah,
being-
it's
my
2, but
nose.
2 to 3 months though of actually working up to doing a back squat, as opposed
Yeah, I'm
to
not going to throw bars on your back.
as
but-
opposed to if I was to go to a commercial gym by myself, and obviously to do squats, I wouldn't do hinges and then do goblet squats and then front squats and then
Yeah,
I'll just go. You just go straight to back squats because that's what you see.
on
That's what
internet.
you see everywhere. That's what you know.
Yeah.
And then you just chuck some weight on and pretty much hope for the best.
Yep.
Which is yeah.
And no, what were you going to say?
And I was going to say, and I did see that, and it was interesting after training with you, but also still going there for that little period where it crossed over. And then you take more notice of people when they were training.
Don't you do that? Like,
Yeah,
like you know,
at the start, I
which is-
wouldn't watch and I had no idea what was good form or what was anything. But then after training here for a while and then knowing the cues, and then I'd watch them and be like, I don't know. if
there's
I'd
probably
be
a better
doing
way to
that.
do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that they're doing it wrong or anything, but just more of a safety kind of thing. That
Yeah.
the way they're doing it. I mean, not that it's a guaranteed way they get injured, but it's probably increasing their
It's a
chances.
more likely way. I don't really like the idea of like, yeah, that's. I mean, some things are a pretty guaranteed way to get injured. Like if I pull a bar off the floor in lumbar flexion, and
I
I
thought you were going to say. I thought you were going to say if I pull a bar off the floor and like smack you over the head with it.
Oh, no,
you're
yeah,
probably going to
yeah.
get a concussion.
I mean that's a guaranteed injury. Yeah,
Maybe.
100%. But that's also unethical, and I'm not sure if I could get away with.
Unless you're Corey, who's invincible apparently. But we're yet to find
Do you
out.
reckon Corey will ever appear on the podcast?
I really hope so.
I am a bit.
I'd be interested to see him on the
Do
podcast.
you think that's a bit risky?
It is a little bit, but the funny he talks
Do you think I'll
quite a
lose
bit.
everything?
Well, he pays rent here, so
Oh God.
I'd like to see
yeah.
Corey. I'd just be interested to see how he talks. But I found the first one that we did with Corey and myself doing the FIFA thing. He doesn't talk much though when he's
No,
on camera.
I reckon I'll
when-
put him on the spot. You know,
even
I
when we're
reckon.
doing the pre-game stuff, he didn't have a
you
whole lot.
you carried the pre-game stuff, didn't you?
Like
Do
I
you
carry him in life.
Wow. Do you think you carried me in pro wrestling?
No, well we didn't do anything.
No, we did. We're professionals. Sorry, I was in a Royal Rumble, mate. I was the last. I was final
I
five.
was in the final five
I was in the final five. You know, I wasn't meant to be. You know, I wasn't meant to be.
and
Like,
got eliminated by the biggest one there.
yeah, I'm very strong. I needed to look strong.
Needed to look
They even
strong.
told me, they were like, look, get in there, you know, do a couple things and fuck off. And I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, whatever.
And then you just stayed in there.
Yeah, well, mate, like, what
This
was
is your opportunity.
this is my time to shine. No one told me it was scripted.
What are
I
they
just
gonna
started
do?
smashing dickheads, mate.
Yeah, 'cause I thought it was real.
Yeah,
I legitimately thought you were punching them in the head.
Oh,
I'm like,
that's-
yeah, good.
That's how good of a worker I am.
Correct.
Australia, you missed out on the man. Right,
Nice and snug.
It's nice and snug, a bit stiff, you know, but it's good. That's what you want to see. A bit like Seamus.
And then you had the Mamina section. All
like
three
dudes.
of us.
And
It was-
Marina.
No, it was Jay, Marina, and myself.
Yeah.
And that was it.
But did anyone else have a section?
No, they didn't. But then I remember the kid that was taking the photos and videos, and he was just
He told you
shaking
not
his
to do it?
head. He
I was
wasn't
held
happy.
back.
He
That's
was-
ridiculous.
Like, and then he tried to not take the photo, and he wasn't happy with it. I'm like, mate, I mean, it's just organic. He's over.
I'm over
He's over.
with the boys. And I even had, because you guys were chanting Marmina, I even had like the
Mamina,
kids.
no, but maybe you had the Mamina we had the Mamina section side.
Yeah, and they
too.
weren't happy boys. As if I'm over. Is
Yeah.
this actual WWE where they just like to suppress the
Suppress
the
the
stars?
talent.
That's
Suppress the
absolutely
talent.
ridiculous.
He's over from day one.
You know what though? I think if we actually continued it, like, I reckon we'd be alright. I'm a bit retarded in the ring. Like I can't really move properly. And
Yeah.
But on the mics, look at this.
On the
How's it
mics.
stop, mate.
Maybe
know?
could have been managers or something, I suppose.
Nah, I'm not. No. I'm too big for that. Like,
Oh yeah, that's right. You were the ref.
I was the ref, and I was getting like, I'm not even like a big
And
guy.
you're getting chanted for again. You're over as
Oh,
in the industry.
So were you though? You were over?
Nah. What do you mean I was
at,
over?
At practice.
Oh
we
yeah,
used
when
to
I
rock up.
oh that's right. And then the time we took a spear on the show.
Yeah,
'Cause it
and
was
we
security.
sold that spear like a boss, mate.
It was security.
Yeah, get EMTs,
And
which is like an American
I still remember that. And then like,
What?
that was so funny. Pretend to be security, but then the people that were coming in to watch actually thought like that.
But
we
it
were.
was security.
Thought we
That
were.
was
and
actually
I
really good,
I
well
remember
done.
standing in the back corner, and then there was this couple there, and they were actually the parents of someone on the show, which I kind of found out when I was talking to them.
Oh, I didn't know this.
Yeah, and then they were parents of someone on the show, and then asking me, "Oh, are you on the show?" And I didn't know whether to say.
I said
yeah,
no.
am.
I
So I
had-
said no. I'm like, no, I'm just here to be security. I'm like, oh yeah, that's cool, because didn't want to break kayfabe.
No, you don't break cape. No. But I did that. They're like, oh, you know. I'm like, yeah, you know, I've been doing it for a couple of months now. Like, yeah, I'm security, and that's the way it is. It was the fakest thing ever. Like, I even had like a fake name tag.
Yeah, I know, and with like a drawn-on number that says,
looked
and a drawn-on thing that says
looked terrible.
security.
I know, and people still believe
And we
it.
had like black shoots, black pants, and like a black T-shirt.
And people
and
still
I made
believe
sure
it.
to get like a real small T-shirt just to make me look bigger.
Almost like, you know what was real annoyed me? Like, in this practice, do you remember I back rolled the spear?
Yeah.
So I got speared and I back rolled it.
Yep.
And then in the actual thing I didn't, I was so upset.
I can't remember what I did, to be
So I
honest.
bumped and then
I
over.
just remember falling out the ring and laying there for ages thinking, is it time to get up yet?
yeah, same. I was like, can we get up? Like,
Yeah.
I sold it for ages. I was,
And then like I was looking under the ring and I could kind of like see you, and I'm like, what are we doing? When do we
Yeah,
get
I
up?
remember, and I was like-
what's our cue to get up? And I'm like, and then like, when do we get up? And I'm like, oh, I better make sure like I sell this, or should I just get up?
You know what we should have done?
Should have just no sold.
We should have gone up.
Stood straight
Yeah,
back up.
should have-
Stood straight
I
back
don't
up.
think so, mate.
Take over. Kicked him.
and then it
in
was,
the head.
ooh. Should have gone under the ring, right? And then they take it to security. At the end, the main event, just chair shot to the head.
Instead, when he went to spear me, I should have did a leapfrog, jumped over him. Then he turns around and thinks, what the hell? I should have given him a big super kick and then just taken the title and ran away.
That sounds good as.
That
Do you
would
think he would have sold it?
Sorry?
You know what pissed me off,
He would have sold it because I would have actually kicked his teeth down his throat.
That's it.
No, I wouldn't have actually. He's pretty big. And he was a nice guy. I can't remember his name.
He was a good bloke.
Yeah, he was very nice.
You know what I really hated though?
What?
Like we put that spear over, right?
Yeah,
I
know where this is going.
We're only security, so our overall was like 42. But like
we're just no name security plebs.
But it doesn't matter. But we made that spear look like it was
$1 million
just animalistic. Like, oh my god!
Because I remember I got a bit of air and I kind of landed on my back and then kind of rolled out of the ring and I legit just rolled out the ring. So I didn't roll out and then stand and then fall. I just dropped to the floor, which is pretty hard floor, and that hurt more.
Yeah,
than
that
the spear.
really hurt.
I didn't want to
Those spears are soft.
Yeah, the spear was fine, but the rolling out the ring and I just rolled out and I was just like this and then bang, just landed on the floor. That hurt.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to just get out of the ring and then just sit down because they're like, well, that doesn't look.
No, I stayed on
realistic.
the ground clutching my tummy.
Yeah, I was like,
everyone told me I oversold it.
Yeah, I was clutching
my
my ribs, breathing real heavy, coughing, pretend I was coughing up blood.
Yeah, that's good. Everyone was like, I oversold it and shit. I'm like,
what do you mean oversold it? It's entertainment.
Yeah, correct. And he had to look like $1 million.
It's not MMA. It's not real.
Yeah.
So what do you mean? I don't understand.
I don't understand it. It's wrestling. And security is literally meant to be like
the people who sell most in wrestling are the most entertaining.
Correct.
Ziggler, Shawn,
Dolph,
they're great. They're great to watch.
AJ sells very well too.
Yeah.
And even though he doesn't get really, you don't know.
We should explain what selling is to people who are listening.
Selling,
have no idea
all right.
what it means.
In pro wrestling, if you're still listening to this and you think this is interesting about our pro wrestling endeavors, stay tuned because it gets even worse. But
it gets even worse. It's got to get worse before it gets better.
Selling is where, let's say I hit Aaron, he makes it look
like
good.
I've been hit.
Yeah.
Because we're not actually getting hit. You get hit, but you're not actually trying to knock someone out.
You get hit. Everyone's wrestling.
Otherwise, when they do the corner thing and you get punched in the face 10 times,
you'd be
but
dead.
then why doesn't their hand hurt and why don't I have a busted up nose?
You know what?
Why don't I have a busted up nose?
In only 3 months of pro wrestling, I was like, there's a lot that I would change if I got to a point.
Yeah.
Look, I probably would never do corner punches. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Coming from a boxing background,
to do 10 punches in a row,
your
but then at the same
knuckles
time,
would be bleeding. It's got to go.
No, at the same time, it doesn't make any sense. But at the same time, I would probably do it because it gets the crowd involved. Because then they count every punch 1, 2.
You know what I would do instead?
And it involves the crowd.
Do you know what I would do instead?
Which is what it's all about.
10 chops. Just 10 chops.
10 chops.
That'd be shit house.
Yeah, but
the crowd be behind it.
I don't really like chops. Chops look kind of dumb to me sometimes.
They do look dumb.
You just stand there and you just get chopped.
The same bloke that not sold the spear, but kicked out at 2. So we sold that spear. We made the spear look really good and strong.
Yep.
And then there was a guy that was
a lot smaller.
3/4 of our size, maybe, which is a big deal in wrestling. It needs to look believable, in my opinion.
Because, I suppose in the world of, even though it's just entertainment, it still needs to be realistic.
Somewhat believable.
You need to believe it. If I'm watching wrestling and I'm watching, James Ellsworth go up against Brock Lesnar, well, I'm not going to believe that.
I'm not going to believe that James
unless Lesnar suplexes him 10 rows back, and then I'll be happy. But other than that, I don't think.
It doesn't. Yeah. So where was I? Yeah, so we made this spear look really good, and then there was a match, and then the dude, that spear, no one had kicked out of it, right? Everyone was actually even the manager at the time was like, look, no one kicks out of the spear, it's a big deal. The spear needs to be over, and we all understood that. We were like, yeah, all right, cool. We need to make this spear look like $1 million. And I even said that I was like, I want to make this spear look awesome.
Yeah.
So. Then,
as you do, it's a pretty big move, and everyone knows it. Everyone who's watched wrestling at all,
it's Goldberg,
Goldberg, Edge, Roman Reigns to this day. So no matter what generation you've watched it, you've seen it. And then there's the best spear of all time, Charlotte, the bone crunching, rib breaking spear.
That's awful.
From Ric Flair's daughter.
But so and then in the match, this bloke that was not of.
And not only was
physically, he didn't look like he could do it.
Not even that he was physically not that big. It's that his position that I felt on the card.
His position on the card. He wasn't one of the top. More important.
He wasn't one of the top people. No. He was a good hand. He was good. Yeah. But he was just kind of in the middle. You're not going to watch Roman Reigns versus Fandango and see Fandango kick out the spear. Which is pretty much what happened.
You know what?
What an analogy.
That was very accurate. Description.
I'm sure everyone knows who Fandango is.
No, but
world-renowned wrestler.
Think about it,
ballroom dancer.
It's pretty easy to understand. It's a really, really. Let's say you play a sport game
Yep.
Okay, and the overall of the spearer
yep.
is like what?
Well, let's say
90?
example to the people that maybe don't know wrestling. It'd be like I don't know. So I don't know some random basketball player, just some average basketball player beating like LeBron James in a one-on-one.
Yeah.
Well, that's not going to happen.
Perfect. And at the time, this bloke was a champ
Yeah.
of the
So he
local
was the
sort of
man.
thing. So you can't kick out of the champ's finisher. It makes the
And it's
champ
not
a
even a
little
championship
bitch.
match, was it?
You know, no. It had nothing to do with the championship.
Wasn't
It was an impromptu match because he come out and defended
Oh,
the manager,
yeah.
right? And we had to sort of pull him back, which looked unbelievable.
No, he wasn't. I don't think
Didn't
the
that
guy was the
happen?
champion at the time, though. He was
Yeah.
later in the night.
Oh,
when
he
cashed-
won the
they
title.
cashed
So the
in.
bloke who won,
that night.
that even makes it worse, I reckon.
But he's already had his finisher kicked out, so there's no excitement.
So there's not exactly right. Like the finish is such a big deal. Like
Yeah.
even today in pro
They
wrestling,
kick out too much.
what's up?
They kick out too much.
so much.
It
Man. Like
really
3 or
annoys
4
me.
kickouts of a finisher.
Like
Like
Roman
get out.
Reigns kicked out of AA from the top rope from
That's
John
stupid.
Cena, who's like their main guy.
John Cena like 1 million overall.
And then 2 AAs overall.
What they-
in a row.
What they should do is these signatures need to be built up to the point where they're like
They
almost
can finish
finishers.
moves as well.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it's easy to start implementing. All you got to do
Yeah.
is like someone comes in with like a really
Yeah. I think, for example, like Orton's DDT from the rope,
That
that should hurt because that's your head going straight
that
to the
should
ground.
almost be a finisher, and he should finish off. Like get a couple like jobbers in there.
Yeah, or average mid-card
you know,
guys.
even like yeah.
The
like,
average, I don't know, like the people who aren't like aid in English or something. He should
Yeah.
lose to that.
you know, like they could, and that makes the move look even
Bigger when someone else who's a bigger name kicks out, and it
Yeah.
takes another bit. Yeah, I know what you're saying. They
You know what I mean?
they
Because-
devalue.
then-
They pretty much devalue every move.
Even have matches where they don't do finishes.
Yeah.
Like maybe not on the main, like not on pay-per-views,
Or-
but like on
or-
Raw,
or
they don't
even-
always have to hit the finisher.
Yeah. Or there's one finisher all over. And Lesnar does that at the moment. He does one finish. And
Yeah, that's stupid as.
No, see, I like that. I
You
like
like-
that. I like.
Oh.
I mean, I didn't like it with Strowman because I'm like, why should he just not kick out of one? I mean, he's massive.
Yeah, he's
he should have
big,
kicked
and
out.
they're trying to build him up as
But-
like the dominant
Yeah.
force.
But
you
like,
know.
I quite like matches that end with one finisher, and that's
Oh,
it.
you mean like I thought you meant he come in and did one finisher and
Oh
left
no,
the
no.
match.
I mean,
that's-
like at the end
that's
of the match.
silly.
At the end of the match, I mean, it's called a finisher. So
Yeah, it
by
should
all
finish
intents
the
and
match.
purposes,
One
it
finisher.
should
Yeah, we
finish-
agree.
It should finish the match.
Yeah.
Whereas now, I remember the first time watching Shawn Michaels versus Undertaker at WrestleMania 25.
Oh, man.
And Shawn kicks out of the tombstone.
That
The
was
reason
that
that was
good.
so unbelievable is because it's the first time I've ever seen anyone kick out, where it gets to the point
Nah,
where
Batista kicked out the
Did
year
he?
before.
No, he didn't.
Didn't he?
no, he didn't.
I swear he did.
He kicked out of like everything else but that.
See, that's smart. Taker's got a good.
He
he's got
kicked out of choke slam in the last
the
ride.
last ride, but
and
then
the
no one kicks out of the
tombstone put
tombstone.
Batista away.
You know
So
what I
then
mean?
when Shawn kicked out, I was like, wow. And then every other year after that, someone kicked out of the tombstone. So I'm like, what? So because one person kicks out, all of a sudden
And-
the move's weak.
Yeah, that.
And then it gets to a point where I'll see a tombstone or you see any finisher in any wrestling match at any pay-per-view, and you're like, well, that's not the end. So you don't get excited
there's
about
no
it.
excitement.
Yeah.
You know, even in the game, you play the game and like they kick out of the first finish.
Yeah.
Not all the time, but most of the time.
Yeah.
You know.
Like, I don't want to see kickouts all the time because then when it doesn't happen, it's like, oh, he must suck because he didn't kick out of a finisher.
Yeah. And when it does happen now, there's no excitement.
There's no excitement.
Okay.
You wait till it gets to like they've had like 2 finishes each, and then you're like, oh, now here we go.
Yeah, and that was like sort of what happened to us. You know, that devalued like that almost like devalued like the whole title change. I reckon.
And his finisher.
Because that title change occurred with a Money in the Bank sort
Yeah.
of contract dealing
And with a
thing.
spear, albeit at the end of the match, but it's
But
just one
still,
spear.
like the spear has been totally.
And the person that he beat is obviously someone who's up here, a top person, as opposed to
Yeah,
a middle person.
and actually a top person like international has travelled everywhere, and
who's really good.
you know we're gonna cop it from this if any wrestlers listen to this because wrestling was very much like you need to respect the industry, and like we do, I get it. Like I'm not a pro wrestler, so I don't give a shit. I'll say what I want. You know what I mean?
But at the end of the day, everyone that is in the
It's
industry
just an
are just
opinion.
fans.
Huh?
Everyone's,
just
everyone's
fans.
fans at the end
We're
of
just
the day.
fans, and like,
everyone's allowed to have their
if
opinion
I
on
was,
it. And
I would
don't-
say, yeah.
I don't think that someone just necessarily because they actually wrestle know more about. I mean, they know more about working a match and stuff, but it doesn't mean
Yeah.
they know more about wrestling history and what makes a good wrestler than anybody else. I mean, why do people take so much notice of that Dave, whatever his name is, star ratings in the matches?
Yeah,
He's never- he's-
Metzler, what's his
Meltzer
name?
or something.
Meltzer, Dave Meltzer,
yeah.
that's it.
But I see him all the time. I'm like, well,
Is he a
what?
pro wrestler?
I don't
No,
think so.
I don't think he's ever been a pro wrestler.
Yeah.
So
But actually, and there's someone on Stone Cold's podcast. I have no idea what he's
they're like analysts to like
but
observers.
listen to him talk about wrestling. He's probably the smartest person I've ever heard talk about wrestling, talking about matches
Yeah.
with Stone Cold. I'm like, and he's never wrestled, and he even says that sometimes. Like, and then he asks Steve's because I know
And-
Steve. I'll call him Steve.
Steve, my boy.
My boy,
Steve and our other boy.
Steve.
Phil.
Phil. Shout out to Phil. Some of you may know him as CM Punk, but we know him as Phil. We go way back. We hang out sometimes when we go to Chicago. kick back with Philip. Imagine Phil listen to this.
You know what, though? You know,
Reckon Phil
just
would
my
listen?
luck, that'll get back, and I'm going to get called disrespectful, and no one will ever listen to it. So, whatever. But, yes.
I swear, I don't know how we're talking about this because we're talking about my fitness thing.
Yeah, we've got to.
Anytime
But no,
Fitness.
because we talked about.
I don't know what we talked about.
Jesus Christ, how do we do that? That's bad.
I don't know.
That's bad.
Anyway,
But, all right, we're talking about pro wrestling. So then, I remember what we were talking about. We were talking about how you went from like, we talked about the
Oh,
progression.
I know how we did talk to that because
How?
we were talking about me coming into here and you're like doing hip thrusts all the time. And then you said pick up a bar on how to not get injured. And I said I thought you'd hit someone over the head.
Jesus
Concussion.
Christ, listen to you.
See, I remember
you actually
things.
paying attention. I don't. I
See,
just
I
say
do.
things and it's like diarrhea comes out. Blah.
Just
Um,
don't listen, brother.
Nah.
That was a full Hulk Hogan impersonation, brother.
So
Eat
the
your
reason,
vitamins and say your
that's what I was
prayers.
gonna say. So the reason I hip hinged you is because I wanted to start the squat off with more of a hip break, all right, and just load those glutes
Yeah.
and stuff a little bit
Because
more.
the structure of this podcast is just
Is
it's
off the
so
chain.
whack.
But that's all right. Like it's sort of meant to
It
be.
just goes like that. It goes to something else.
Yeah.
So unless you like, if you're at home and you're kind of listening, but you're not really listening,
You're
and then
gonna
you-
be
and then,
all-
and then you go to the bathroom or quickly get something to eat, or like you blink for 2 seconds, and all of a sudden the topics change on a whim.
Oh well. Oh,
So it keeps you on your toes.
the language is good here. You
Listen
know?
up. Yeah, the language is very
The
good.
vocabularies are quite
Vocabulary.
multifaceted.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, you need to be if you're on a podcast.
You need to know.
That's why Jay's was probably the best.
Because there's like 5 different words, just all put together in a nice, succinct fashion.
And then just weird noises.
like
Like that.
Oh god.
Yep, sure.
Uh,
That was a bit weird, but I'm not sure what you do in your own time, but keep that to yourself,
What?
please.
well, this is what we'll do in my own time.
Yeah.
I can tell you if you like.
Do you want to tell the people what you do in your own time?
No, I can't. Illegal activity.
I don't think illegal activity.
Yeah.
Correct.
I'll just admit it right now. No, I'm joking.
Yeah. Do we have a permit to be here?
No. No, we actually do now. Jesus, what a debacle. Aaron
Well-
knows what that was all about.
Yeah. Let's not delve into that too
No,
much. Because that
let's-
brings the mood down.
That does.
And we're here to put smiles on people's faces.
I'm not. I'm here to
We're
make
here
people
to
very
hug mums
sad.
and kiss babies and make everyone happy.
What?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
We're like the face of the company.
Oh.
Well, Jay is.
I'm a heel. I'm like the boss heel. I'm like Vince McMahon.
That no
like-
one likes.
Oh.
And Jay's like Steve.
That's
He
Jay.
drinks,
Yeah.
he's very rebellious. And I'm like,
And I'm all about order.
and Corey would be, if this is Attitude Era and everyone's a character, I think Corey would be Val Venus.
Val, are you sure he gets like half naked after?
Yeah, he
Who would you be?
Who would I be?
Yeah,
I'll,
an Attitude Era.
I'll clearly be The Rock. Like, let's be honest.
Nah, you know what? I'll probably be Triple H.
Like,
Well, like now I would. I'm the COO.
yeah, yeah,
I'm
true.
the Chief Operating Officer.
But back then, you'd be Vince.
Correct. Nah, I'll be Undertaker, Ministry of Darkness, sacrificing people and shit.
Correct. No, I'd probably be. I don't know who I'd be, to be honest. There's a lot of good wrestlers back in the day. Billy Gunn.
Billy
Yes, man.
Gunn.
How good the theme songs back in those days?
Yeah, they were. They were a lot better, and the fans used to be right into it. Some of those fan reactions, man. Like,
Yeah.
that's incredible. You're never going to see that again, unless
Oh,
like.
no, you do sometimes. It's
Not
very
like
rarely.
that.
Not like that, though.
Like when Mick
not,
Foley-
not on a regular basis.
What about when Mick Foley won like the world title?
Yeah, stuff like
You're
that.
never going to see that.
Or you-
Stone Cold come back.
The most recent example, Daniel Bryan, though, he got some massive
Oh,
ovations.
man.
But he's the last one, though.
But that was the last. Like, literally ever since
'Cause
then.
he was organically. He
That
was
was-
over. And
Like,
again,
yeah,
over.
organic.
For people who are listening, over means popular.
And like me,
Fans are invested in you. Like
Yeah.
people are invested in Michael and the business.
not really, but like they were for like that one time when I did a Royal Rumble.
Yeah, it's correct.
was about it.
But what a Royal Rumble.
What? Correct. Final five.
Final
was.
five straight away.
They literally wanted me to get out as soon as I was in there. I was like,
Yeah.
no. But actually, in that Royal Rumble, I remember, like I was getting chopped.
Oh,
Like,
I remember
I was
those.
cracking it, man.
I
I
was
was
like,
doing
"Gee,
my
that
head in.
hurts."
Like they were all throwing me around and
Yeah.
like chopping me, and I had to just sort of go with it because it's wrestling. I'm like, I've had enough of this shit. I grabbed one of them, like literally picked him up and threw him into the corner. He's like,
What are you
"Oh, yeah?"
doing?
Like you literally, and I come up and I slap like literally. You're not meant to chop like that. Like
Yeah.
you're meant to like, you know, like I can't really
No,
demonstrate.
chops
it
are
here.
pretty hard.
Chops
though.
are hard, but I like open palm.
Yeah.
Doof, and it's
Yeah.
like that. And he's like, "Ugh!"
Oh, yeah. I think I saw that.
and everyone was like, holy shit. And he walked backstage with like this giant welt on his chest.
Oh, like, yeah, but,
Which
yeah.
you're not, like that was, I wasn't,
You went into business for yourself, brother.
wrestling is not for me. And I think I
Nah,
really
once
realized
you,
that.
You just try to get yourself over.
I did, it was all about me. But
You
like,
just went into business for yourself.
yeah,
Who
100%.
cares about being professional?
It's not about that. It's
all
about
it's all about making money and winning
entertainment.
championships.
Correct.
You
Correct.
don't need friends.
Nah, you don't.
Not just in wrestling, just in life. What are friends for, really?
Well, you hick it out.
Do friends pay the bills? No, they
No,
don't. Do
Corey
friends
does. Corey does. Ask him.
Pays the rent. Do friends put food on the table? No, they don't. So really, what are friends even for?
What the fuck are you saying? That's actually so hectic. Turn heel on the podcast.
Heel.
It's a heel turn. It's a heel turn on the podcast.
It's a heel turn. I don't need any of you.
Huh?
I don't need any of you.
You don't?
No, that's
Why not?
ridiculous.
Just do it, man. Just turn heel right
That's
now.
a ridiculous.
Do this.
Nah,
Heel turn is when you become a bad guy in pro wrestling.
friends are for creating memories that will last a lifetime.
That's sweet.
It
That's
is.
nice. I like it. Thanks, man. Thanks for all the memories.
I wasn't talking about you.
What the
I was talking about like Jay and Corey
Oh.
and Tom and Pinches
You just go off and name everybody
and
else.
Bish.
Because we didn't wrestle together. And we
And
didn't.
who else?
We didn't
And-
live out like a childhood dream together. No.
and- Wait, who?
We didn't live out like a childhood dream together.
Who did?
Me and you.
No?
Are you gonna wig me out now? It's actually wigging me out. Like it's like a figment of my imagination. It is. We actually didn't. I didn't even own this gym. I don't.
Corey owns the gym.
No. I'm in like a mental asylum, and you guys are all like the doctors.
Wow, this
That's
is
actually.
this
It's getting a bit
conversation-
dark.
This is getting off topic. Talking about wrestling and
I'm getting anxious.
putting smiles on people's faces. Yeah, I just got like chills. I'm like, what the hell's going on?
Same. I got real
I'm
upset.
like, is this
there.
real now?
Is
I'm
it?
scared.
No.
Imagine if you people listening like, what the f are they talking about? Imagine that, like, yeah, correct. Maybe you got concussed in wrestling, and like
You know, there was
you're
actually-
in a coma, and you're just imagining this whole thing.
Why did you stop wrestling?
Why?
Because it's like, it is a child. Like it was a very cool experience, and
Yeah. I was very cool. I was very happy that I mean, not that I actually wrestled a match, but even just get a chance to train and roll around in the ring a little bit.
Yeah, that was
do,
cool,
Do
you
a
know.
couple of things.
that was awesome.
I mean, it was fun. Oh no, there's probably a multitude of reasons. One being that it's a lot trying to work from all week and then training and that. So for one, it takes its toll on your body a lot.
It's so hard on
I'd
the body.
wake up and I couldn't move from
Yeah.
just taking bumps. Which I mean, people watch wrestling and think, "Oh, it looks easy," but
Nah, man.
it's training's hard.
That-
Wrestling is hard.
That mat that we were on was a foam
Like a thin foam, and it's just bored.
It's ball. It was like literally like timber.
And you just
and sometimes they snap.
And you lay on your
Like,
back. And then, like,
yeah.
every time, like, I remember one time, and, like, you didn't do it properly, and I whipped my head back a little bit, hit the back of my head.
I
and
remember
was,
that you were like, I'm
a bit
alright,
dizzy.
and I could tell you weren't
yeah,
there, man.
it's
Like
not
I was
all
looking
there.
up.
But, yeah, it's just, I don't know. So, yeah, I kind of just stopped. I'm like, maybe this isn't for me. And,
Nah,
yeah.
it's
I
too
just,
hard on the body.
yeah.
I'll
and
tell you
then-
what. No, sorry, continue.
I was just
sorry.
going to say, also, yeah, I know. I just, yeah. I felt like I probably wasn't going to get anywhere with it. So, what's the point of putting your body through a lot to, not do a whole lot? I would have liked to have worked at least one match. It would have been good if we had a match.
Yeah,
and
I
that was
thought
it. But
I sort of just wanted to do that. Like, I wanted to
Yeah.
have a little match, and like, you know what? I
and
don't even think
and
we would've-
have the match, have like a 10-minute match or whatever it
would've
was,
been
whatever the
fine.
case may be. Have it videoed, and then you can just always watch it and be like, oh, well, I'll work the match.
Do you still have those videos?
Yeah, I do actually.
That's hectic.
I watch them sometimes. I haven't watched them for like
That's
months. but
reminisce.
Reminisce. I'm like, geez, some of them are pretty good though. Like some of it actually looks.
they
Nah, some of it looks
weren't
not too bad.
Really?
One of them looks real bad.
Yeah,
One of
that
them looks
first
like-
one is awful. That first one. And a lot of that is like, I was not that good at it. Like, I was very confident, like, talking.
Yeah,
And I
and
think-
character-wise,
And character-wise, I had a really good vision for what I wanted to do and be.
and athletic-wise, do pretty good, but
Oh.
timing-wise, a bit off. But also, I was the same. I wasn't that great at it either.
You were very athletic, man. We had
I was pretty
I
good.
was so impressed with, like, the jumping.
Yeah, I was pretty good. Like I picked up a lot of it pretty quickly, but
Yeah.
some of it.
I think
I mean, the basics of it was quickly, but then it's more when you get into more
you
detail.
learnt a lot faster than I did. Like,
Yeah,
I'm a bit stupid. But, like, like,
but then also I probably watch it a lot more. Let's be honest.
no, I think, you know what it is, though? It's your sporting background.
Yeah,
Like, football, I think, requires far more kinesthetic awareness, so
Yep.
like the awareness of like your body,
Yep.
than boxing.
yeah.
Like, literally,
Because
like,
football is a very dynamic sport. It's
Yeah.
stuff going around all
there's
around
always
you,
stuff going on.
and you have to be aware of
You
everything.
move
and,
in multiple directions.
yeah,
and,
and you get tackled and mauled to the ground.
yeah, like there's so much going on with boxing. Like
Yeah.
it's quite safe. Like
Yeah.
really, when you think about it, you just don't get hit in the head so much, and you'll be
Yeah.
sweet.
That's pretty simple.
Hey,
That's easy.
there you
Anyone wants
go.
to be a boxer and make $100 million Floyd Mayweather, they just don't get hit in the head.
I think it was 300 million for that last one.
True.
How ridiculous is that?
Oh well, that's fair enough. That's a bit of ridiculous, but anyway.
Whatever. Like, I actually tell you what, boxing for 4 years, I sustained more injuries in 3 months of wrestling than I did in 4 years of boxing.
Yeah.
Isn't that ridiculous?
Your knee.
I cannot flex my knee
From that.
Past what?
How
Maybe
did
like,
I can't remember how that happened. You
I reckon like
landed wrong or-
120, probably like 110 degrees of knee flexion.
But how did the injury
That's
happen?
about
I can't remember how it happened.
I got suplexed and I was about 10 feet in the air. I would have been about 10. Well, my knee would have been about 10 feet in the air.
Yeah.
Because Jai is what, 6'4"?
Yeah.
I'm just under 6
Oh,
foot.
and you
I admitted
landed
on
on
a
your
line. Are
foot.
you happy?
Yeah.
I'm under 6 foot.
Yeah, you are. I know.
Nah, but I'm not.
You're an inferior man.
I'm not a man. I'm not
You're not
muscular.
a man. You're not even 6 foot. You don't even count.
Huh?
You don't even count.
What are you
as a
talking
man.
about? No, in shoes I'm 6 foot, mate. So you just need to calm down.
That doesn't count. That's not your height.
It doesn't matter. Well, look, when I'm working and on camera, it's my height. We're sitting down now.
Is that why you have your hair up? To
Yeah.
give you that like extra inch?
With the hair up, mate, I'm 6'7.5". 7 inch hair. 7-inch hair.
7-inch hair.
So what? My knee would have been easy, 10 feet in the air. Easy.
Yeah.
And I come down. You're meant to land very flat.
It's probably
of course.
more than that, really. 6 foot, and then you're like
I'm
just 6 foot, so
yeah,
your knee's probably
6 plus-
halfway. So about 10 feet in the air.
More than 10 feet.
No, about 10 feet.
Yeah,
I
about
reckon.
10 feet in the air.
Yeah. Oh,
So-
maybe more, yeah.
Well, my foot would have been about 12 feet in the air.
Yeah.
You know, like that was pretty intense.
It's pretty
And-
scary.
yeah.
The scariest moments was taking, I think, the suplex for the first time.
I was
But Jai did it, so it
that's
wasn't
how I
too
did
bad.
it. That's how I did it.
Yeah.
You know, but apparently we weren't even ready for that.
Yeah.
And I don't think we were.
I don't think so either.
Oh, my
Because
God.
when I listen to other stories
so
of like
scary.
watching, people wrestling and stuff, and how slowly they built up the stuff. It takes
Some
ages.
people like 12 months before they
like,
do anything like that.
like we went through stuff pretty quickly. Like we were only there only for a matter of
3
a few
months.
months. Yeah. And then we'll like half working matches and stuff like that. And I think I
I
was
was a
you
bit
need to
scared.
I would probably think. I mean, it depends how quick you learn. Everyone's different, but I think at least at
3
the very
months.
least, I was going to say 6.
I was going to say 12,
Six,
man.
six,
6
so
to
I was going to
12.
say 6 months if you're a quick learner to work a quick match, and then 12 months until you can, work a match safely. Because
But
at the end of the day, the most important thing
Is your
that
body.
it's safe.
Yeah, and you have one body to wrestle in.
And I think that's another reason why I stopped is just because, I mean, everyone there was beginning somewhat. I'm not just there like everywhere else. And I didn't have a trust in a whole lot of people.
Yeah,
not that they probably couldn't do it, and not that they weren't good or whatever, but you need to have a lot of
Wrestling's all
trust,
about a
a lot of
team
trust in
effort.
the other person. So yeah, whether you and Jai was different because I know you're strong and you're friends and you look after each other. But there's stuff that if you're there when it's not with someone that you know and the timing's off, and then like all it takes is one wrong thing and
And
there's your
that
knee
was
or your
it.
neck. Yeah.
And I actually thought I snapped my shin. Like that's
Yeah.
how bad this was. So I come down and my ankle rolled.
Yep.
And remember, like this is not like a basketball ankle roll. This is from 12 feet in the air. My foot was
Yeah.
about 12 feet. And then my knee followed after that.
Yeah.
So who knows how high it was in the air? I come down, and it was literally like I thought I'd done like ligaments in my knee. I actually still to this day I think I did my meniscus. And at the time, I probably was thinking like, geez, I think I've done my ACL. Like that's it. And like I was trying to like hobble around and I was trying to walk. I was like, I really think I've done something real serious here.
Yeah.
And like, you still want to continue? I'm like, yeah, I'll be fine. I tried to walk and I went,
Yeah,
I can't walk.
Can't
and
walk.
my ankle was literally like the size of this mic.
Yeah.
And, like real round at the end. And I was like, oh yeah. Like,
It's probably when the realization sets in that maybe
Oh,
this is
like,
not
yeah,
for
like
me.
I've done something. So I like iced it.
Yep.
I went to sleep and I got up at 2 o'clock in the morning to go to the toilet and I
Yep.
hopped to the toilet on one leg and literally it was that bad that every hop I took on the other leg,
Yep.
the
You could-
bouncing hurt
you'd
the
feel
other
it in
leg.
the other one, yeah. Yep.
And that knee literally has never been the same. Like I can't deep squat
Yeah.
anymore. Like I can deep squat, but it's uncomfortable, man.
And
Like
just the trains, like it made for late nights. At that time, I was like,
but
getting
the
up at
schedule-
6. So yeah, so like I was training with you like 4 times a week, and then the 2 of the times I would go to work. So I'd leave at 6 in the morning, and then I'd get home at 10:30 at night.
The schedule was awful.
And
I couldn't
that's
do it.
and that's the whole time. And then
Yeah.
that's work during the day. And then like most people, you finish work at for me and other people 5, whatever. If you finish at 5, you go home, you relax, you watch TV, you have dinner, and that's it.
Yeah.
And whereas I'll go straight from work to training with you for like an hour, and then we'll drive down back to Rosebud to do
Not even
that for like 2 hours. And then I'd wake up the next morning
And couldn't move.
sore enough from like if you're training and stuff, if you're feeling like general soreness, and
Yeah.
then from taking bumps and landing on your back 50 times.
I
on a
remember.
board.
I was screwing up my elbows real bad, so I had to buy elbow pads, which
Yeah.
you should actually have elbow and knee pads when you're wrestling. Anyway.
Yeah, and we
But-
didn't have any because
Because
we're hardcore.
old school.
We're
But
hardcore EC dub.
I even think like even
I kind of could have been Sabu stats.
yeah.
I would have been like.
But that like feels odd. Like that doesn't feel like that.
Yeah.
That feels weird still. It just feels. I probably like chipped the friggin' bones.
Yeah.
But I might have because my bruise was from like literally like midway down my forearm. It's like up here in my tricep.
Really?
Huge bruise. Don't you remember that?
No.
It was massive. And
I-
Jai was like, "My God, man!"
No, I don't
Like,
remember.
and I was like, "Yeah, like I think I've really messed myself up."
Yeah, right.
You know.
Well, look,
So-
I'm glad we put an end to
Whew.
those endeavours.
But
I'm glad I did it, but I'm
me
glad.
too. I'm glad I did it, whether or not I've done something to my knee.
Yeah.
And this is like what now? 2 years ago, a
Yeah.
year ago.
2 years ago.
So yeah, that knee, my
That's the
knee
ridiculous
is.
thing. It was 2 years ago.
Yeah, well, that's a long time, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like,
because I reckon it would have been 2 years since I did my last anything there. Any training.
oh, and then you come
'Cause-
back.
What wrestling?
No, to here.
No, I'm talking about wrestling. Like
Oh, yeah.
training there. 2 years since I was there. Doing
Yeah, no,
that.
it
and then-
doesn't. It's
and-
pretty incredible.
Yeah,
Like 2 years.
and it's just gone like that.
it has.
It's just
really.
ridiculous. And then back. Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
The
to
year
think.
goes. It's all. And you know what? You're the first. This will be the first podcast of 2018 as well.
Correct. The
So
first
happy-
and best podcast.
The first. It's a pretty. big
Let's
success.
hope I'm still around to see it because my New Year's is probably going to be pretty big. Although Jay's not going to be here.
Yeah.
If that's not the definition of dogging the boys, I don't know what is.
Correct. You need to tell your family, Jay, that they just need to, you know,
Jay, if you're listening to this, you need to understand that
that the
your
boys
friends
are more important.
than your
Correct.
family, than your girlfriend, than your house, than your job. Without the boys, you're nothing. You cease to exist.
Oh my God. That's
That's true, though.
maybe all this is a figment of Jay's imagination. And Jay's imagination.
Well, Jay has a pretty shit imagination then. If this is his imagination.
It's just us talking.
Just
and
us
he's
talking
sitting
on the
at
mic.
sideboard, like wigging out.
That's a
That's
pretty
good.
sad indication of where his mind's at, if that's the case.
No, this is a very good discussion about pro wrestling,
Pro wrestling.
wrestling. Nah,
Sports
we're talking about-
entertainment.
You know what I really want to talk? Correct. You know what I really want to talk about though. Like, do you think? And I will touch on it a little bit. Do you think that resistance training and what it did for you? Because I'm going to talk about sports science, but do you think resistance training aided in your professional wrestling performance to a certain degree?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
In what way for you? Do you not have to go sports science-ish? I'm not expecting
Just
you to.
athletically wise, back when, I think, 2015, when that was happening, when me and Joe were coming in, we're doing a lot of like box jumps and, what's it called? Is it plyometric exercises?
I actually didn't get you doing too many plyos, and
You
so plyometrics are where there's 0.2 seconds of ground contact time.
So
right,
we didn't
under,
do too
and
much. We
We,
did a little bit.
utilize. Sorry, what was that?
We didn't do too much of that, but just
And I
we
got a
did
good
little
reason
bit of
for that.
that, and just pretty much, everything I suppose,
Yeah.
because everything you're getting bigger, stronger, faster,
Yeah.
which obviously helps wrestling
Yeah.
wise.
So 0.2 seconds of ground contact time, and we use the elastic potential of muscle, all right, to perform athletic tasks. However, I didn't get you to do that because a lot of the time at wrestling, we did it anyway.
Yeah.
Like we did those rope jumps and stuff. We did a lot of
Yeah.
that. So I didn't.
Oh, I
like
used
for
to
me,
hate, the thing I hated doing there was the thing where you take turns, you line up, and someone stands in the middle, and then you jump over. And
Oh,
then you do the
man,
thing.
and you know
because,
what?
Only because there's people in there that I was just
From
I'm gonna get.
that
this
was
is-
awful. And
yeah.
someone could have broken a neck. Like you could have
Yeah.
ran into someone's thigh and.
Yeah,
you know?
because if you're running underneath and the person doesn't because you're running, you need to duck under them when they leapfrog.
Yeah.
If they don't jump high enough,
And
or
some
you
of
don't
them
duck
could
low
not
enough,
jump.
Yeah.
And the worst part about that was some of those landings were god awful. And
Yeah.
I was waiting for an ACL or meniscus to really cop
something,
it.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
It's-
I think that I almost wish I could intervene with pro wrestling in Victoria.
Yeah.
Because I like.
But you gotta think about that,
with
but-
general strength and conditioning.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that I would train the classes in the ring
Yeah.
because that's not what I do. Like
Yeah.
I am like I fill the gaps. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like I make
to
you
make it more
inju-
safe.
What's that?
To make it more safe, obviously.
For like just more injury resilience,
Yep.
just general robustness, strength, speed, power, change of direction,
Robustness.
ability. What
general,
a word!
General robustness.
Correct. Like it sounds.
I heard you ask Jay a couple of weeks ago, what's your aim in fitness? And he goes, oh, do you have any goals? And he goes, not really. I thought that was hilarious. My goal is to be the most robust person in the gym.
I love the word robust.
The most
and
robust person in
multifaceted.
the world.
But it's a bit like the footballers. Like I don't train them for football.
Yeah.
I generally improve their ability to potentially demonstrate
Yeah.
athletic attributes
That contribute to playing
strength,
football. Yeah.
That contribute, correct,
Yeah.
to like solid football on-field performance.
Yep.
You know,
And it's good. It's a bit more specific, and you can be more specific to their needs because in football, everyone does the same thing, which is, I mean, it's hard not to do it because you only get a short time, and everyone's doing it after school, after work. But it's weird that everyone does the exact same thing. So we'll start up. Say when I played, you warm up the 2 laps around the oval. Whereas I was very fit, 2 laps around the oval felt like nothing. Whereas to the next person who's probably not as fit, but they like football,
Yep.
2 laps around the oval, and they might be like stuff.
Yeah, like there's a lot of like debate amongst like the whole strength and conditioning sort of like like some of like the guys I talk to about like how the recreational footballers are trained.
Yep.
I would look. I haven't played football. Like it's sort of ignorant for me to comment. But as an observer and from a general sports science perspective, yeah, there are a couple of things that like, you know, not in strength and conditioning. I'm talking about like when you go to footy training.
Yeah.
That they do where I'm like, why did you do that?
Yeah.
And all you got to do as an athlete is ask why. And if the coach comes back with, you know, to whoop your ass or something like that, then it's like, that's not a good enough reason for me.
Yeah.
Like I need to know like what attributes are we developing? Like why are we doing that? Why are we doing like a lot of cardiovascular and like sort of really, really fatiguing drills before skill drills?
Yeah.
And sometimes, and I talked to a bloke who's actually played football, and like he's like, you know, sometimes like that's a really important thing to
you
do
do need
because
that, though.
you need to be able to
perform when
to
you are
perform
fatigued.
under fatigue.
Yeah, because
But
you're
when
going to
you
get fatigued. You're not going to play football and be feeling like fresh as a daisy.
Exactly
for four
right.
quarters.
So
Like
I can see that. I can see the case for that.
20-minute quarters of playing football. That's 80 minutes of, and it's not just.
And you
you're
need to be
running,
able to perform those skills optimally.
You're getting tackled. You're getting bumped into. You're taking knocks. Say you're going up for a mark. Someone comes up behind you, get a knee in your back or something. Like there's a lot there.
What a game! Like really, what a game!
You get kneed in the back of the head. You get tackled. You get knees falling. I remember one time. I think this is the only time I actually got knocked out. Was playing football. I don't think anyone realised because there was an injury on the other side of the field that was getting attended to.
Why were they concerned about you? That's
because
ridiculous.
they probably didn't see.
Nah, not good enough.
Oh,
You'd be like, help my head.
But I was out.
Oh well.
Like a light. I got tackled and it was like a full German suplex tackle from what I remember. Like he tackled me but he couldn't get me down, so then he kind of went with the second motion and picked me up over him. And I landed on the back of my head.
Shit.
And then I just remember like kind
That's
of
dangerous.
like coming to it, and then a teammate was going, "Oh, you're right," and I'm like, "Oh, yeah." And
You
then
know
I
what I
kind of
don't
like stumbled up, and then I asked because for me it felt like I was like on the ground for like 2 seconds because I don't know, and then. My parents were obviously really concerned. They said I was probably on the ground for about a good like 25, 30
you would have
seconds.
been out of it, man. You
So,
know what?
so then I got the ball about 2 minutes later in the middle, and when I was running with it in the middle, I took a bounce, and my vision was all over the shop. I was like, Jesus, this is a bit ordinary.
I don't like when, like, I don't get it. Like, you know, like the dudes that want to go out there and just smash everyone. Like, if you really drop someone on the head, you could ruin
Oh,
their
no,
life.
I wasn't, I don't think it was intentional, just watching him play. It was just tackled, he couldn't get me down, so he tried a little harder to, like, lift to get me, like, tackle, and obviously I just fell over the top of him, and accidents happen. I mean, it's a contact sport.
But some people go out there to, like, kill people. And it's like,
which is ridiculous.
Do you know that you can really, like, you can actually ruin someone's life?
Yeah.
You drop them on their head,
like
and they break their neck.
Well, there's people that have played footy that paraplegics due to football, and it's just a freak accident.
Yeah.
But like, I don't understand why people take it
like
serious
literally go out there to whoop someone's ass.
Like, or like to tackle them, like lift them up and then drop them on their head.
Like if you want to do that, go to MMA or go to boxing. And you know what's real funny? Like a lot of these guys that wanted to be real tough guys used to come to the boxing gym. And they would never come back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it was different. You know what I mean?
And then they play football, and then they can pick because there's 22 opposition players. You can pick out, oh, he's an easy target.
Yeah, or just smash him. Like that's ridiculous. What a coward.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's pretty sad. It does happen
sad.
in local football that it happens.
Yeah, always local football, always a tough guy.
Yeah.
What's up?
It doesn't happen. I wouldn't say it happens all the time, but from my experience playing, you do see some people that it's like, why?
Like, do something else.
There's one thing like I get if you want to play and you want to play like physical and you want to like a
but
that's one thing.
Like,
but they've been actually taking it and crossing the line,
messing someone up. And some of the fields are shit. Like you could drop it, so it's not always soft grass. It's always nice, man.
Gee, some of the fields I played on back in the day. Wow. Well, you played in Balnarring, the nice place that it is. Shout out to Balnarring. The football oval when I played there in under 15s was no joke a mud pit. It was I was
going to say like some of that mud's
just
hard.
All mud. At quarter time, you couldn't see anyone's number on their back because we're all covered in mud.
So
and I remember I kicked the ball once and it went like 20 meters and it just went like this and just stopped. I didn't bounce. It just stopped in the mud. Yeah,
you're bullshitting me.
No, that's what it was. It's just mud everywhere.
How can you even play on that?
I don't know. I didn't think we were going to.
Surely that's not like was it pissing down?
Oh, it was raining, but I think it rained a bit beforehand, but it kind of like went off a little bit when we were there. But it was just all mud. I'm like, this is ridiculous.
I didn't even think you could play. Like, I actually thought they would just call it off.
Oh, to be honest, in retrospect, they probably should have called it off.
Did they get close? Did they even think about calling it off?
I don't know.
Some crazy stuff happens.
They should though, because that's pretty. Like I remember one time, like the ball was there, and then like I slid from maybe where I am to like 5-6 meters to get the ball, and I got it, and some other guys slid the other way, and like nothing happened. But like, that's pretty dangerous though.
Yeah, it's dangerous.
People sliding other directions, and you know, like if you're standing up and someone slides and takes your legs out from underneath you, I mean, anything can go wrong. So. Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't call it off. In retrospect, they probably should, but no one got injured, so that's
lucky. Especially 15-year-olds, which tend to be like 15, like you're growing. Some people get really, really long and they're still skinny.
Yeah, that was like me. I was really long and skinny.
And you tend to be a little bit more like less injury
I'm so disappointed with the height I ended up being, to be honest. I'm 183 centimeters tall, which
Yeah.
is like that's an average height. But I remember from year 7 October, like so 2007 in October to June 2018. So in that 8 month, I grew, I don't know, like 16, 14 centimeters or something. So I think I had it on the wall. I was 178 centimeters on my 14th birthday. So since 14,
Jesus.
I
Yeah, you know what?
I grew 5 centimeters
Yeah, I think we had a similar experience because
for the rest of my life. I'm like, that's garbage. I
That's
should be like
useless.
200.
Yeah,
Then I could
well,
do something.
funny you say that because when I went to the doctor and they tracked me on the growth chart,
Yeah.
did you say you were 14?
Yeah, I was 14.
I reckon I was 14, 15, maybe
Yeah.
even younger. And they predicted that I was going to be like 6'2",
Yeah.
you know, and they're like, wow, man, you're tall. Because I was
Yeah.
like the tallest kid for ages.
Yeah, that's what I was heaps
Until
tall.
year 5, I was probably like the tallest.
If you look at photos for me, like year 8 around that time, standing next to like Tom or whatever, and like I'm a little bit taller than Tom now, but it's not that much of a height difference. But then I was like he was like
Yeah,
up
but
to my-
Tom was short.
yeah,
You know
but
what I
like,
mean?
he
I
was like
remember.
up to like my shoulder, or even
Yeah.
like lower.
How
And I
good was
like,
it being massively tall?
Yeah,
I was
and
like, I'm so superior
but
to
I
these
think
people.
I was like, I was tall, I was like long, I had long arms, long legs. I could just run all day, and I was really quick.
That goes
And now,
out.
and now I'm average height, can run for like 2 seconds, and slow as a turtle. So
No, it's about lifting.
it all goes downhill pretty quick, people.
You know what's real funny though? Like once you leave high school,
Yeah,
like
but that's always
the
gonna happen.
lifestyle change is
Because
huge.
high school, you're playing sport every day.
All day, and then you
every
go
day.
play
You
football.
recess
after
lunch, you're playing
school.
sport. I remember like one of my subjects was PE, so sometimes we'd play sport. The other one was
Yeah.
sport and rec, which would play sport. I'd play basketball after school. I'd play football. I think there was one point where I had no days off from sport. And then plus the sport I was doing at school.
Well, yeah, like I mean, I wouldn't play that much sport at school really. Like especially year 11 and 12, I was studying a lot.
Yeah, I know. It used
But-
to annoy me in year 11 trying to get you and Jay to play soccer. Nah, we'll just stand here.
Jay,
Yeah, you used
yeah,
to
but
stand
Jay
with
would study. I'd study.
No, but you and Jay would just stand next to the goals and like eat dim sims.
I didn't eat dim sims.
Yeah, shit. Or you ate something.
Yeah, we ate in lunch. Oh, I remember. I cracked it at him. One
Cracked it at
day,
who?
I had like I grilled some chicken, made some bean salad because I was into the clean eating back then.
Yep.
And he
Washed
come
the
up.
food beforehand, got
Huh?
the detergent out, washed the
What I
chicken.
did was I used to just cover it in Dettol and eat the
Yeah,
Dettol
that's
too,
I still
'cause-
do that. That works, doesn't it?
I'm sure your gut's very healthy. You probably have a couple of minutes to live, but whatever.
What a couple of minutes though. Let's finish it off strong.
So he goes, "Oh yeah, nice chicken, man." Comes up, just eats it. I was like,
He did not.
He
Actually,
did.
no, he did because that's something he would do.
I was like, I'm so hungry, and you fucking did that.
That-
And he's
that-
gone to the canteen. He's at a feast. He's so
Yeah.
happy.
And then just eat your chicken.
Son of a bitch.
Why would he
what
do
a
that?
sicko. Where does he get off?
I don't know where he gets off, to be honest. You might want to ask his girlfriend. Wow. Wow.
The lid's off.
The lid's off. The chains are
The
off.
chains are off.
The last 10, 20 minutes of this is going to be unhinged.
Half an hour.
Half an
We'll
hour.
go another. We just keep going.
Just
It's a
keep go-
marathon.
It's a marathon.
Oh.
It's like 6 o'clock tonight, still here talking.
Still, imagine that. The podcast epic.
No one, even I wouldn't listen to
I would. I'll just have it in my ears the whole time. People
All
trying to
day.
talk to me. I'd say, can you stop? I'm trying to listen to this podcast here, mate.
I would go to like Roseford High School and play it over the PA speaker all day. If you don't study in school, this is what your life ends
You're
up
going to
being.
be, well, we're doing pretty good.
Yeah,
What are you talking about?
Yeah, true.
No, I studied. What are you talking about? I studied, mate.
I study too.
Studied what?
Study the art of being hectic. And I study that by watching videos of Jay.
Yeah?
And I just see the way he goes about it.
Did you
and
pick up a couple of things?
I try and emulate
Did
stuff.
you get the
that he does.
denim idea from him?
I didn't actually. I'm not sure what Jay.
I reckon-
Jay doesn't really have a
Remember
real
that time
distinct.
he wore trackies to the pub? Do
Did
you
he
remember that?
actually?
I thought this is ridiculous.
I wasn't there. Did he
I
actually?
cracked it, yeah. I was in a line at the
He
club.
wore Wait,
I lost it. I actually got upset. I was like, "You're an idiot! Like, you can't wear trackies to the club, mate." Like, I mean,
Did he
to
get
the-
let
to-
in?
to the pub? To the pub, yeah. You got let
Oh, the
into
pub, yeah. Let into the pub, not the club. I wouldn't get into a club though. I wouldn't have thought.
Nah, but like, or maybe the club we were going to. Not to go and name which one it was, but it's crap.
Was it rhyme with?
Ooze.
It runs with ooze.
It's a
and
very
snooze.
accurate
It makes you
description.
want to have a snooze.
It's a very accurate description of the joint, but nah, it's all right. Get around it.
So it's like that thing when you go on a ferry and you go travel around the world on a boat. What's that called again? I don't know.
A voyage.
A voyage.
Yes,
A
yes.
trip around the world. An
Correct.
adventure.
Huh?
Adventure. Yeah, that club sucks.
Yeah. It's
I hate
crap.
it. I hate
Adventure
that
Club.
adventure.
Adventure Club. Get around
It's
it.
garbage. There's probably a club out there called Adventure.
Anyway, like he's at the pub and he comes in, "G'day, man, how you going?" I'm like, "What the hell are you doing in trackies?" I lost my mind. Like, what do you think?
What was he wearing, Chuckies?
He wanted to be comfortable. He actually got really upset because I just kept giving it to him about wearing trackies to the pub.
He wanted to be comfortable. Fair enough.
No,
But-
ridiculous.
Yeah.
What's that?
Chuck some jeans on. Yeah, what was that?
What was that? I get wigged out by bugs, man.
Yeah, same. I hate bugs.
Oh, I hate it.
I
They gotta go.
to be honest, like, say with snake, I could pick up a snake. I'd be
A
alright.
snake?
Yeah, like stuff
You're
like that. I'm a bit like whatever. Like, I could go to wherever snakes are and like, provided it's a safe one, not like I'm
You
not
know
gonna
what?
go
I
out
could touch them at like
in
the
wild.
zoo and that.
Yeah,
and
yeah. And
zookeepers like,
if they're like at an event and like hit some snakes, I can pick them up. But God forbid, there's like a moth in my bathroom.
nah, mate.
I've had times.
the
I've
shotgun
had
out.
times on a Sunday night. I open up my bathroom because obviously my room and my bathroom's
Yeah.
attached to my room. I open it and then a big one came out to my room. I had the light on. I was awake for 40 minutes watching it fly around my room, trying to wait for it to fly back into the bathroom so I could close the door and go back to sleep. And that was at 12 o'clock, so I was still awake at nearly 1 o'clock because I couldn't sleep because the moth was flying around. And it wigs me out so much.
Smacks on the wall.
Yeah, and I hear
they're
it.
so big and shit.
And because I have the fan on a lot,
Yeah.
and I hear it hit the fan, and then I was sleeping and my arm was like over the doona, and I felt it land on me and it wigged me out, and I jumped out of bed. And
You think that's bad?
I hate bugs so
Right?
much.
You think that's bad?
I'm a pussy.
I'm a pussy too. But we had.
I forget mum to come
Now I'm
into the
wigging out
bathroom
like
to get him
something's on
out.
me, like I'm like touching myself.
Yeah.
Not touching myself, for those of you audio listening.
Audio listening.
Wow.
Wow. Myself. Wow, this is getting
Like
real.
scratching, you know, like
They don't call you the rated R superstar for nothing.
put on Pornhub.
Wow.
What? Do you know we had a magpie flying here?
Yeah, I know. I saw it.
Oh
Why
crap!
don't you get some chips and chuck it outside?
I did. I got chips. We had like bits of meat, and it's just looking at it. In the end, I grabbed the chip and threw it up at it.
Yeah.
Right?
Did
Just
it get
looked
it?
Nah, didn't even care for it.
See
It
ya.
just flew away from the chips. I'm like, eat the chips, and then everyone's like, it's a carnivore, like it needs to eat meat. So I'm like, all right, I'll just throw meat at it. Like,
Is it?
in hope to God that it would come down and be
Yeah.
like, I love meat, let's eat it. Nah, not a chance. It's shitting everywhere, flying around. I got my girlfriend chasing it around with bloody Windex, trying to like clean after
Wait.
it.
What? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you meant you got her chasing the magpie with Windex. I'm like, what's that going to do?
No, I clean the shit.
It's going to get scared. It's
Yeah,
gonna get
100%.
clean.
Get the hell out. So then my mum actually went home. It's lucky my mum had a day off. And she grabbed the pool net
Yep.
to clean the pool.
Oh,
Right?
wow.
These things are really long, man. Like,
Yeah.
I hit the roof.
Yeah, no, you can extend them and shit.
I hit it. I would literally be hitting the roof with it. I'm like,
Yeah, right.
This little bastard's got to go.
This little
So
bastard.
I was in the corner, and I'm chasing. I was never going to touch it with the. I felt so sorry for it, man. I was freaking out. Poor
Oh,
girl.
yeah.
But I had to get it out.
Have to get it out.
had to
Had
go.
to do what you got to do.
I had to go. So I pulled out a shotgun. No, I'm joking.
Put out a shotgun, shot that little bird's brains out. Yeah. Now I've got his head on a mantelpiece.
That is absolutely horrible.
That is
But,
absolutely true, though.
Yeah,
Don't lie
well-
to the people.
Told you about illegal activity earlier on. It's killing birds with shotguns. No,
Don't call the RSPCA. It's a joke.
it's an absolute joke.
The only animals that he hurts is Jay, the real animal. I want to get a podcast with Jay
The
and
three
myself
of us. The three that we should. I can do it now. I'm
Yeah.
gonna wear. You guys can have the mics, and because I
on, and
probably
then you can sit there with the
yeah. I'll just have like the little
That
clip
one.
on because I talk the loudest.
and then we can have like spelling competitions.
I'll probably lose.
No, I meant like between me and Jay because you're the host.
How do you reckon you'll go?
I reckon he'd probably win.
Huh?
He would probably win.
Surely.
He's a very intelligent specimen.
How do you spell intelligent?
He's got glasses too.
You got glasses on? Can you? It must. What? I can't get over this.
Because it's like the sun, like it's so bright.
There's no sun. It's like pissing. It's not
Nah.
pissing down now. I don't. How's the weather been?
Yeah, the weather's been a bit ordinary.
Do you know like office works up the road flooded? Did I tell you that?
Oh well, bad luck. I don't really care to be honest. No
We
offense to
flooded.
people that
We
work
flooded in here. This place is at its fair share of crap already. But
Yeah.
a bird coming in shit everywhere.
Yeah,
And then like I had to chase it out with that bloody net.
the net, the
Then
pool
we
net.
had
Yeah,
like a full flood when like not a full flood, but like a quarter of the gym was wet. Right.
wet like
Wet.
Rubber Brain's hair.
Dirty.
Dirty.
So like we had that happen. So I had to clean all that up in about half an hour before clients got here.
Yeah,
And then we had it happen the other day. So yeah, it's been a
Imagine
wild couple.
it's been a wild couple of weeks,
Yeah,
and
it's been a
here we are,
couple-
boys, and yeah, brother, yeah, brother. So yeah, it would have been a bit ordinary to have clients walking with a magpie here.
Oh, well, that
But-
we did. That
Oh,
magpie
well, that's
was in
good.
here.
That's called agility training. You got to dodge.
The
getting
dodge the
swooped.
magpie. The
If you get swooped, it's your fault for not being agile enough.
Tell you what, we had that magpie in here for 6 freaking hours. I was going nuts. Like you know me, I was cracking.
I
up.
hate stuff like that though, because stuff that.
But
like,
it's so annoying.
that-
Like, just
that's-
get out, man.
Look, to me, that's the same thing to me, but obviously to a much lesser degree with the moth. And you're just trying to get it out. And
it
in
just won't
hindsight, I could just go and kill it, but I feel bad.
I feel
I'm
so
I feel so
terrible.
bad killing it, so I can't kill it. But at the same time, I don't want it in my room.
I had so many people.
So I'm in this like weird spot where I can't go squash it, but
Just
I can't go.
grab it and
I can't go.
crush
I
it.
can't go pick it up either because I hate them. Like, they freak me out. So I end up standing like the opposite side of the room, just watching it, waiting for it to
That's
fly into
so-
the bathroom, so I
I-
can quickly close the bathroom door and go to bed.
Oh man, I like
I hate it.
You know what? And there's gonna be some idiot listening to this going, not that no one's an idiot, but if you
Nah,
think
there's a lot of idiots out there.
then you're an idiot.
I'll
But like, they're
I'll
like,
speak to me.
why wouldn't you just have the garage door open? Well, I had the garage door open for 6 freaking hours. It was 35 degrees. I was sweating my ass off. And this magpie was literally looking at the garage door. It would not fly out. Instead, it would fly up to the
Maybe.
window and smack onto the window until it could get
Did
out.
you-
But the garage door's big, man. Like, that's a big-ass garage
Yeah.
door. And it still would not fly out.
Did you ever stop to think that maybe this magpie was bullied at a young age and he came here to try and get big to fight back the bullies?
Well,
Maybe he wanted to train.
Came in and he didn't sign up, didn't give me credit
He didn't
card
sign-
details. Absolutely just like, you know.
You should have gave him a free consultation.
I tried to. He was in here for 6 hours.
Maybe he wants to do legs because birds have very small legs and big upper bodies.
They're got really skinny legs. I should have just like put weights on his
Birds have the best physique. I wish I was a bird.
Just
Real small legs, but real
they
big
can
upper
fly.
body, and I could fly.
Oh,
That'd be
man,
good
I
as.
full fuck my shoulder actually.
No.
I'm not very robust
Not very robust.
at
not very-
all. I'm not very injury resilient.
Yeah, I'm very injury resilient.
Are
Great,
you?
great hamstrings, great shoulders, great
No,
flexibility.
you actually. Well, how many injuries have you had?
0.
You know what?
Do you know what? I've actually never been injured.
And you know what? This is what I mean when everyone's like, everyone needs to be really mobile and flexible and we need to do activation. I'm like, you know what? We don't have enough evidence to really suggest that.
But I've never been
Like,
in football, basketball training. I've never been
and
injured
You
once.
know what? When I've screened you in that, I'm like, crikey, you know?
Crikey.
This bloke-
Crikey. Look at
this-
this unmobile specimen.
Yeah,
He's about
like,
to break
you know,
in
he's
half.
pretty bad, but you've never been injured. Like, I think it's
Yeah.
really ignorant to say, like, you know, like mobility and activation and flexibility, like, are the keys to like
Yeah.
injury prevention. I don't think we know.
Yeah.
I think they play a pretty
I think it
important.
contributes, but
Yeah, but
sometimes this is down to luck.
some people have the genetic tendency, right?
Yeah.
Have the orthopedic sort of structure, their anatomy. They're just more likely to get injured.
And that's what you see in athletes that are more injury prone.
Yeah, they
you
just-
watch sports all the
just
time.
are
and,
born like
yeah,
that.
and they just, whether it's like soft tissue injuries and they just seem to get like,
Yeah,
they
some
get their
people just get it.
hamstrings. They've done like 6, 7 hamstrings and it's just.
Oh, sometimes that's preventative, man. Like where I interned at Woodford's, they had a bloke I think come in and he was on like his 7th hamstring strain.
Yeah.
You know, but they helped him obviously and he was better off.
Yeah.
But like that can be prevented with like a strength and conditioning or obviously
Yeah.
like a post rehab intervention.
Yeah.
Right, and obviously
I
like
can,
a rehab intervention and
you
rehab.
can
as
decrease
well.
the chances, but
You
sometimes
can,
it just happens.
correct. As a strength and conditioning coach, it is not my job, but it's part of my role to aid in components of injury prevention. I am not like the be all end all
Well,
of
yeah,
injury
at the end of
prevention.
the day, you can't stop people getting injured.
How can I? You know what I mean? I can
Yeah.
advise people. You know, some people I am literally like, you know, Lockie. You know how many times
No?
I was like,
Who's that? He's
You know-
nothing to me.
you know how many times I was like, I know you love cricket,
Yep.
but cricket hurts you, man. Like your back's fried. Like
Yeah.
in the off season, he was fine.
Yep.
Knees were good, back was good.
But
you
then
know,
cricket
and then
starts.
cricket pre-season and in-season.
Yep.
He's like, I can't move, man. And
Yeah.
I'm like, well, how long before like you really like? All I can do is give you advice. Like I wouldn't do it. Like wrestling, I stopped because I'm
Yep.
screwed. Boxing, I stopped because of year 12, and I wanted to succeed in year 12.
Yep.
You know, I still lifted weights. I still exercised. I think everyone should exercise.
Yeah.
Like even when you weren't here, did you make like the choice? Like you did go for walks and runs. You took the dog for a walk.
No, not really.
Really?
I
Not
did.
even a dog?
That was probably the most inactive from maybe
Dude,
9 months it was.
Do you regret
I-
being inactive for 9 months, but?
No, I don't. I don't really. I don't regret it. I mean,
But you-
I had wished I would probably keep training, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's not the end of the world. I mean, it's not like
But you could have gone for a walk and stuff.
yeah.
Sure.
I could have done more, but you know, that's just the way it turned out somehow. But you know, back now, so it's all right.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's probably the most inactive I've been since I was a baby, pretty much.
Or did you just crawl around? Did you crawl to work?
I just didn't even go. I don't have a job.
Nah.
My job is to entertain the people. This
Correct.
is my job now. No, I don't know. I didn't do much.
Can't talk about your job. You get hate mail, man. You get unfollowers on Instagram. You go from
Unfollowers.
200 followers to 2, mate.
Who are my 2 followers?
Me. And
And-
Mummy and Exercise and Nutrition. so
And that's it.
the business page and me.
The business page.
Because I forgive you, you just got to do what you got to do.
Just
man.
got to do what you got to do.
That's
As long as
it.
I get those 2 likes every post, that's all right.
Just- I'll make another Facebook page. We'll go my Minacast podcast Instagram
Yeah.
page. I thought about it and then I thought,
Oh, that's a good idea, and you can
is it?
post
Because I can post
snippets.
clips. I wanted to post clips.
Yeah, snippets.
Because at the same time, I don't really want to like pollute the business page with some of this.
Some of this stuff that is
Shit.
that is irrelevant to fitness.
Like,
Talking about wrestling.
and dad jokes.
Oh, and dad
Want to do
jokes.
some dad jokes?
I don't have too many jokes off the top of my head.
Nah,
but we can
I've
try
got
to
a
say
list
couple. Do you?
off a website.
No, you just say a joke now without looking at it. I want
don't
to
know
hear your joke. Put it down.
No, I don't know.
I'll tell you a joke. I'm going to try and think.
I
I'll tell you a
have-
joke. This is my joke off the top of my head.
Go.
There was 3 tomatoes.
Go. What is it?
There was 3 tomatoes. A mum, a dad, and a son.
Nah,
And-
God. This is bad. Go.
And the son was lagging behind. So his dad turned around and said, "Catch up, son."
You're joking. That, I'll tell you what.
That's tips
Oh,
off.
no, that's good. I'm going to Google it. I can't find the website. I'm just going to read what website this is from. Well, one I found, man, was bad stuff. Bad stuff. And then we'll conclude. We'll do a couple of dad jokes.
And we'll just
And
wrap
then
it up.
We'll see how we go.
I
We'll
just
wrap it up.
I had a
We'll
quick look at my phone. I got a text message. I'm like, oh, I wonder who's texting me. The only person that ever texts me, TAB Sportsbet.
While I'm looking for dad jokes, can you please discuss some of your...
Gambling endeavours. Look, at the end of I don't mind a pun. To everyone listening, gamble responsibly. Yeah, no, I don't mind a punt every now and then. I had a close
punt?
encounter on the weekend where I almost won $10,000, but
Oh,
unfortunately, a basketball player by the name of Russell Westbrook, who's supposed to be the league MVP, didn't hit a 3-point shot and cost me $10,000.
All right.
So I tweeted him and he didn't even respond.
Why didn't you respond?
I
Put it again.
said, can you please give me $10,000 because you cost me this? And I thought he would because he earns heaps, so that's like nothing to him. But
All right, this shout out to a website I've never heard before.
What
They
did
even
your-
talk about fitness. It's totally and fitness and health is totally related. Livin3.com.
all right, here we go.
Alright. Okay,
So we'll take turns in saying jokes.
this is pretty bad.
I can't say any without laughing
ready?
because I just find them so funny. Like the people
This-
think these are the lamest.
No, they are.
stupid
I love
jokes,
them, man.
But to me, I
Oh,
think they're the funniest things.
My
I've-
number 2. I'm going to start with number 2. Are you ready for this? What?
I think the aim of the game is to try and not laugh
Is it? Are we doing that?
because the name of the game is to not
Are
laugh.
we doing this?
Because then if
Alright.
I laugh, then you get a point, and if you laugh, even when you
Alright,
say the
alright,
joke,
alright,
you get a point. I can't do this already.
So can I laugh when I read the joke to you?
No, because that counts as a point.
Oh, really? I can't do this, man.
No, we'll just
Can
see
we
how
smile?
we go. We'll just see how we go. Just say it.
We lost. all right. No laughing. What do you call a Mexican who has lost his car? Carlos.
That's bad. That's real bad.
I haven't laughed yet, but I've just smiled and my eyes are tearing up.
Well,
Go.
how do you prevent a summer cold? Catch it in the winter.
Oh, man.
Yep.
All right. Oh, my Lord. Dad, can you put my shoes on? No, I don't think they'll fit me. What?
I was trying not to laugh. I don't want to laugh because
No, it ruins it. I'm not going to laugh.
I feel like I'm losing this game.
No, all right.
I feel like I'm
don't know
losing
what the
this game.
points are. I'm just trying not to laugh. What does it go? Go, you go.
I'm just trying to find one. Some of these are pretty bad.
Really, not suitable for the podcast. Jay said the C word like 400 times. Not really a fan of the swearing.
Jay, yeah, he look.
I had to bleep it out, mate.
He swears a lot, to be honest.
Anyway, go.
I don't even know which one to read. There's so many.
Oh, you want me to do another one? I've got heaps, man.
Nah. What country makes you shiver? Chile.
That's good, Bart. That's good. All right, we've got another one. Ready? We've got another one. I'm just going to read them at random, and if they're just ridiculous, we'll stop.
No, let's
You-
keep going. These are
Correct,
funny
correct.
ads.
You know, people say they pick their nose, but I feel like I was just born with mine. Oh, that's good. Get around it. You get it? Like people say they pick their nose, but this person was just born with their nose, like they couldn't pick
I
it.
do get it.
That's not really that good, is it?
No,
It didn't even bring it. Like I didn't want to laugh.
as Bret Hart would
No,
say, 4 out
that
of 10.
was crap.
Anyway, we'll carry on to
Go,
the next
go.
one. I think the moves just got real low after that one.
Go. Fix it. Sort it out.
You'll like this one,
Will I?
being someone of Italian descent.
Oh God, yes.
What do you call a fake noodle? An impasta.
That's that good though. I'm trying not to laugh. That's good. All right. Oh man.
Oh man, here we go.
This is the best one of all time.
Yeah, brother, this is a good one.
What's brown and sticky? A stick.
I was going to say shit.
That's all right. Like,
Got me there, boys. Got me there. Oh, here we go. How many apples grow on trees?
I don't know.
All of them.
That's true though. Like, when people tell me how much protein should I eat, I'm like, all of it.
All of them.
Yeah.
How many proteins should you eat? All of the proteins.
Just one a day. One protein a day.
One protein a day. Keeps the doctor away. Keeps your biceps big.
Ready for this? I'll call you later. Please don't do that. I've always asked you to call me Dad. No?
What?
How stupid is that?
What? Wow.
Oh,
Gee
are we
whiz.
on the same website?
I don't know.
What website are you on?
I don't know.
Livin3.com?
Actually, no. It's just a bunch of numbered jokes, really.
Yeah, that's what mine
I'm
is.
just scrolling down. I think this probably is. It says pun.me at the top.
No, not that. Oh my God. I've got one. Do you want to go first?
Yeah. Yeah. Some of these are just pretty ordinary, to be
Some of
honest.
this shit. I've got a good one. Do you want me to go?
No, I'll just have a quick look here. Actually, no, yeah, you go.
Where did the one-legged waitress work? IHOP. That's so bad.
That's
It's bad, but it's good.
That's funny. That's brilliant, to be honest. IHOP. Gee, that's a bit savage.
That is savage, isn't it?
Man, if there's some
Yeah,
innocent
I
lady,
thought about that.
amputee listening with one leg, you're always making jokes of that.
No, I'm
What
reading
kind
it
of,
off a
what kind
website.
of insensitive
I'm reading-
individual are you?
I'm reading it off a website.
What kind of insensitive
Hey, hey. It's the website. All I'm doing is reading it.
Sure. You know, that's real insensitive of you to say.
Is it?
I'm disappointed in you.
Oh, yeah, get disappointed. What are you going to do? You're
Not
stuck
much, to
behind a
be honest.
mic.
Correct. Behind
Imagine
the
how
mic.
absurd it would be to be like, hang on, just got to move the mic. Yeah.
All right. All these jokes are just not on, to be honest. Oh,
No,
here we go. Here we go.
What do you got?
Nah, that's bad.
I got one.
That's real bad.
It's crap, but
I've got a good one. Why did the coffee file a police report?
why?
It got mugged.
That's good. Ready for this? Why did the octopus beat the shark in a fight? Because it was well armed.
Well armed.
That's good.
That's good. I wonder if the octopus, you know what? I reckon it could beat a shark.
100%. Nah, a shark would kick the shit out of an octopus.
Nah. It wouldn't. Just like I'll kick the shit out of Jay. Oh yeah, I think we're on the same. I think we're on the same one, to be honest.
I got the best one right now. Come on, man. It's not the best one, but it's bloody good.
Do you want to
Ready?
hear a construction joke?
Yeah.
I'm still working on it.
Yeah, boys. Ready for this? We'll do a couple more, then we'll wrap it up. I've deleted the phone numbers of all the Germans I know from my phone. Now, it's hands-free. That's so good, man.
Wow.
That's great.
Wow. That's good as. All right, I'm going to try and find like one more joke. One more real good joke.
One more real one each, and then we're good. So you do one more. I don't know what. I don't know what.
I don't know what joke I'm going to go with here, but we're going to go with something. We're going to try and find something, and wow.
Oh my God, I found a real hectic one that I'm really scared to say. Should we end on like a real loose one that I think is a bit inappropriate?
Well, wow. No, this one, I'm not saying this one. I might say this one when we go off air because this one, that's
Just
way
do
too
it.
far.
I'll just edit it out.
Nah,
It's really terrible.
Nah, it's too much. It's too much. It's actually too much.
I can't believe this is on a website.
So what is it? What's the joke?
Oh,
Let's
man.
hear it. I'm
Sorry.
ready for this.
Oh,
I'm ready to be blown off my chair.
I don't know if I can say it. Because, nah.
No, you can say it. It's your podcast. You can say what you want. You get the little E, which means explicit.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean like, you know.
It doesn't mean just be an
Oh, here we
arsehole.
go. What's 50 Cent's name in Zimbabwe? $400 million. It's not
Oh.
bad.
All right. Wow. I don't know if I want to say this.
Nah, just do it. That wasn't even that bad. Like when I
What's
read
the
it
worst
now.
thing about breaking up with a Japanese girl?
Oh, my Lord. What?
You have to drop the bomb twice before she gets the message.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Jesus. These are bad.
These are real bad.
My dad does this one. Hi, Dad, I'm hungry. And then my dad goes, hi, hungry, I'm Dad.
True?
Does your dad do that?
No, he doesn't. Because I'll punch him up.
Oh, my God. I've got it. Ready? I'll end on this one, unless you've got a good one. I asked my dad for his best dad joke, and he said, "You."
That's funny.
That's a good one.
You're a joke. I just want to find. Let's see if there's any last ones.
Last.
There's a lot of here, and a lot of them are
Useless.
they're a bit how you going. Wow. Wow. All right.
You got a good one?
Why does Stephen Hawking do one-liners?
Oh, my Lord.
Because he couldn't do stand-up.
Are these dad jokes or just that's hectic.
Hectic jokes.
Well, alrighty.
That wraps it up on that note. Everyone's like, geez, these blokes are assholes. They're racists. They're insensitive. Oh, well.
You're insensitive. Not
Yeah,
me.
I am.
I'm very
That's
sensitive.
an accurate representation of who I am as a person.
Do you want to wrap it up? Closing thoughts, comments? That was
Do you have any closing questions?
No.
Don't
No,
usually
you.
ask questions at the end. No,
No, okay. If you could have one superpower, what would it be?
to make you disappear.
Oh, my. And with that, that's it.
That's it. We're done.
All right,
So we're wrapping
thanks.
it up. Do you wrap it up or do I wrap it
I
up?
just wrapped it up.
Did ya?
Yep.
Wrap
And now
what
you made
up?
it real awkward.
That's real awkward.
How are we going to stop it now?
Just wrap it up.
All right. And
Keep that in mind, kids. Wrap it up.
that's it. Thanks, guys.
Take
Speak
care.
to you
Spike
the
your
next one. TTFN, ta-ta for now.